A 3D virtual set also provides multiple angles to capture attendees' attention span. You can easily switch between different angles to highlight the speakers, products, or interactive elements. A 3D virtual set can create a dynamic and engaging experience for your audience. This can help to keep audience engaged and motivated throughout the event, leading to better outcomes and results. In today's competitive business landscape, a 3D virtual set can be the key to standing out and creating a truly memorable and engaging virtual event. So why not consider using a 3D virtual set for your next virtual event? Contact us now and see the benefits yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Jan, lead for global esports products at IAG Global, and I'm here today to share what we have in store for our fans and players around the world. It's going to be an exciting year for Honor of Kings and esports. The game will be launching in phases throughout the year around the globe. Building on our successful launch in Brazil, we'll be expanding and opening game pre-registrations in selected regions, including Eastern Europe, South Asia, the Middle East, and North Africa. At the core of our ecosystem, we'll be focusing on you, the player, and teams around the world. Our plan is to invest $15 million to build an international esports ecosystem. This system will include local and global tournaments specifically designed for our different regions, aiming to give more players and teams the opportunity to participate in our esports programs. We have established our Pro League in Brazil last year, and we will be looking into building more in the other regions following the game's launch plans. For regions without a dedicated product, we'll be hosting other professional tournaments, bringing teams together to compete against each other, to earn a spot for the new global competitions we are introducing. So please let me share with you the exciting news that we will be launching the Global Invitational Series, with the first season kicking off with the Intercontinental Invitational in March in Istanbul, where the world's top team will compete for glory. This will be followed by the second season of the Intercontinental Invitational, where we will share more details soon. Come midsummer, we will host the Mid-Season Invitational with $1 million prize pool, and where the new KPL Dream Team will compete for the first time against the rest of the world for the year's first honor. At the end of the year, the pinnacle of esports, the Honor of Kings Championship Invitational, will determine the strongest team in the world. Wow, it's a lot to take in, and I'm excited to be part of creating this journey for all of our fans and players around the world. 2024 to Global Honor.
我是 Honor of Kings 的全球发行制作人牛六。今天我有一个激动人心的消息要分享。随着近期的发布 ，Honor of Kings 现已向土耳其、中东、北非、东欧、中亚和南亚的玩家开放。这意味着全世界更多的 MOBA 爱好者现在可以享受 Honor of Kings 带来的迷人手游 MOBA 体验。自2015年推出以来 ，Honor of Kings 不仅是最早的手机 MOBA 之一，还有全球最大的玩家基数。随着我们将 Honor of Kings 扩展到全球更多的区域，我们致力于不断提升所有玩家的手机 MOBA 体验。在这次发布中，我们将建立区域本地的服务器，以确保玩家享受流畅稳定的高质量游戏表现。除了本地化的语言版本之外，我们还将逐步引入本地化的英雄、皮肤、配音等。我们非常重视玩家体验，所以努力创造一个公平公正的竞技游戏环境。此外，我们将投资1500万美金来建设 Honor Kings 的本地和全球电竞生态系统。在不久的将来 ，Honor Kings 将逐步在全球其他区域上线。我们将在第一时间与全球玩家分享这一扩展的最新信息，以及更多关于游戏的信息。I look forward to meeting you in Honor of Kings.
Hello everyone, I'm Dean, the lead designer of Honor of Kings. Today I'm excited to introduce Honor of Kings to all of you. Since its birth in 2015, Honor of Kings has gone through more than 40 version updates. With more than 1,000 team members participating in its development, it has also gathered feedback from millions of players across tens of millions of matches, making it the most played competitive mobile game in the world. In order to let more players experience the joy of mobile MOBAs, we adhere to the following design principles in Honor of Kings. Firstly, to ensure that all players can enjoy the game, we have kept the size of initial download to a minimum, which still maintaining leading graphic and frame rate levels, allowing players with both budget and high-end devices to enjoy the game smoothly. Secondly, we provide free access to all heroes and their accompanying skins, as well as free trials of all heroes during the launch months. This ensures that both new players and experienced mobile MOBA users can quickly get started. Finally, in addition to original heroes and skins, we will also introduce both globally popular IP characters from global partnerships, as well as regionally exclusive heroes and skins. We hope that Honor of Kings can bring a more enjoyable gaming experience to players, and we look forward to receiving your feedback. Let's start your Honor of Kings journey. See you in the game.
Hey, I'm Evan, and I'm here with my colleagues on the community team to listen to what you, our players, are saying about Honor of Kings. Good or bad, your experiences are crucial to help shape the game's future development and make Honor of Kings the best MOBA it can be. Everyone's voice counts, so don't be shy in sharing your feedback. That said, listening alone isn't enough. We also want to engage in constructive, two-way dialogue with our community. To demonstrate this commitment, we've already opened regional social media channels operated by local community managers and will continue to do so in the run-up to Honor of Kings worldwide launch later this year and beyond. Welcome to the Honor of Kings community, each and every one of you.
Imagine you can elevate your virtual event with this. What about this? and this. Hi, I'm Frigo from Easy OnAir, your virtual live stereo. In Easy OnAir, we aim to help 1,000 MNC to maximize the live streaming experience, deliver high quality content, and unforgettable digital events to their audience. Have you ever had chaotic moments during your virtual event due to technical issues like slow internet connections, low audio and video quality, and you end up with bad reputations and cannot hit your sales target? What can you do with Easy OnAir to avoid the problems I mentioned? Number one, you can have 100% customizable solutions for delivering exceptional live streaming experience. Number two, provide flawless virtual event flow. And number three, create interactive virtual sections and have fun with your audience. You can leave your contact details here and our live streaming specialist will be in touch with you. So, are you ready? In recent years, virtual events have gained immense significance in the world of business. With the ability to connect companies with their customers and stakeholders, regardless of geographic locations, virtual events have become a vital tool for modern businesses to expand their reach and influence. Additionally, virtual events can be more sustainable than a traditional event, as they eliminate the need for attendees to travel, reducing the event's carbon footprint and overall environmental impact. The question is, how can you make your virtual event stand out and capture the attention of your target audience? That's where a 3D virtual set can help. Come, let me show you. A 3D virtual set can help you create stunning environment that will capture your audience attention and leave a lasting impression. After all, the key to successful event is ensuring that your audience engage with your message and achieve the desired objective. 3D virtual set can reduce costs while still creating an immersive and engaging experience for your audience. With Virtual 3D Set, you have the complete control over your design and the layout of your virtual space. This means you can create custom backdrop, set up a branding element that is uniquely set up just for your audience to enjoy. By adding interactive elements and gamifications, you can make your virtual event even more engaging and memorable. A 3D virtual set also provides multiple angles to capture attendees' attention span. You can easily switch between different angles to highlight the speakers, products, or interactive elements. A 3D virtual set can create a dynamic and engaging experience for your audience. This can help to keep audience engaged and motivated throughout the event, leading to better outcomes and results. In today's competitive business landscape, a 3D virtual set can be the key to standing out and creating a truly memorable and engaging virtual event. So why not consider using a 3D virtual set for your next virtual event? Contact us now and see the benefits yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Jan, lead for global esports products at IAG Global, and I'm here today to share what we have in store for our fans and players around the world. It's going to be an exciting year for Honor of Kings and esports. The game will be launching in phases throughout the year around the globe. Building on our successful launch in Brazil, we'll be expanding and opening game pre-registrations in selected regions, including Eastern Europe, South Asia, the Middle East, and North Africa. At the core of our ecosystem, we'll be focusing on you, the player, and teams around the world. Our plan is to invest $15 million to build an international esports ecosystem. This system will include local and global tournaments specifically designed for our different regions, aiming to give more players and teams the opportunity to participate in our esports programs. We have established our Pro League in Brazil last year, and we will be looking into building more in the other regions following the game's launch plans. For regions without a dedicated product, we'll be hosting other professional tournaments, bringing teams together to compete against each other, to earn a spot for the new global competitions we are introducing. So please let me share with you the exciting news that we will be launching the Global Invitational Series, with the first season kicking off with the Intercontinental Invitational in March in Istanbul, where the world's top team will compete for glory. This will be followed by the second season of the Intercontinental Invitational, where we will share more details soon. Come midsummer, we will host the Mid-Season Invitational with $1 million prize pool, and where the new KPL Dream Team will compete for the first time against the rest of the world for the year's first honor. At the end of the year, the pinnacle of esports, the Honor of Kings Championship Invitational, will determine the strongest team in the world. Wow, it's a lot to take in, and I'm excited to be part of creating this journey for all of our fans and players around the world. 2024 to Global Honor.
好，我是 Honor of Kings 的全球发行制作人牛刘。今天我有一个激动人心的消息要分享。随着近期的发布 ，Honor of Kings 现已向土耳其、中东、北非、东欧、中亚和南亚的玩家开放。这意味着全世界更多的 MOBA 爱好者现在可以享受 Honor of Kings 带来的迷人手游 MOBA 体验。自2015年推出以来，Honor of Kings 不仅是最早的手机 MOBA 之一，还有全球最大的玩家基数。随着我们将 Honor of Kings 扩展到全球更多的区域，我们致力于不断提升所有玩家的手机 MOBA 体验。在这次发布中，我们将建立区域本地的服务器，以确保玩家享受流畅稳定的高质量游戏表现。除了本地化的语言版本之外，我们还将逐步引入本地化的英雄、皮肤、配音等。我们非常重视玩家体验，所以努力创造一个公平公正的竞技游戏环境。此外，我们将投资$1500万来建设 Honor of Kings 的本地和全球电竞生态系统。在不久的将来 ，Honor of Kings 将逐步在全球其他区域上线。我们将在第一时间与全球玩家分享这一扩展的最新信息，以及更多关于游戏的信息。I look forward to meeting you in Honor of Kings.
Hello everyone, I'm Dean, the lead designer of Honor of Kings. Today I'm excited to introduce Honor of Kings to all of you. Since its birth in 2015, Honor of Kings has gone through more than 40 version updates. With more than 1,000 team members participating in its development, it has also gathered feedback from millions of players across tens of millions of matches, making it the most played competitive mobile game in the world. In order to let more players experience the joy of mobile MOBAs, we adhere to the following design principles in Honor of Kings. Firstly, to ensure that all players can enjoy the game, we have kept the size of initial download to a minimum, which still maintaining leading graphic and frame rate levels, allowing players with both budget and high-end devices to enjoy the game smoothly. Secondly, we provide free access to all heroes and their accompanying skins, as well as free trials of all heroes during the launch months. This ensures that both new players and experienced mobile MOBA users can quickly get started. Finally, in addition to original heroes and skins, we will also introduce both globally popular IP characters from global partnerships, as well as regionally exclusive heroes and skins. We hope that Honor of Kings can bring a more enjoyable gaming experience to players, and we look forward to receiving your feedback. Let's start your Honor of Kings journey. See you in the game.
Hey, I'm Evan, and I'm here with my colleagues on the community team to listen to what you, our players, are saying about Honor of Kings. Good or bad, your experiences are crucial to help shape the game's future development and make Honor of Kings the best MOBA it can be. Everyone's voice counts, so don't be shy in sharing your feedback. That said, listening alone isn't enough. We also want to engage in constructive, two-way dialogue with our community. To demonstrate this commitment, we've already opened regional social media channels operated by local community managers and will continue to do so in the run-up to Honor of Kings worldwide launch later this year and beyond. Welcome to the Honor of Kings community, each and every one of you.
Imagine you can elevate your virtual event with this. What about this? and this. Hi, I'm Frigo from Easy On Air, your virtual life savior. In Easy On Air, we aim to help 1,000 MNC to maximize the live streaming experience, deliver high quality content, and unforgettable digital events to their audience. Have you ever had chaotic moments during your virtual event due to technical issues like slow internet connections, low audio and video quality, and you end up with bad reputation and cannot hit your sales target? What can you do with Easy On Air to avoid the problems I mentioned? Number one, you can
Here you go, guys. Welcome back to Clash on Air Cup Season 1, Day 2. I'm Kesai. With me is VZG. How you guys doing in there? And also you, VZG.
Well, I'm doing great because yesterday was full of surprises. I didn't even expect that we're gonna be going full series with the best of threes. And for now, we're gonna be focusing on 4 teams. Semifinals is gonna be intense, and this will lead towards the best of 5 grand finals later on tonight. So I can't wait to see who will be the Season 1 champions of the Clash on Air Cup.
Yes, it's gonna be extra exciting because we just had the server update just today. So I don't know what kind of adjustments our teams have prepared. You know, everyone's gonna be shook to. Pretty sure they have read all the patch notes and all that, but you know, execution of this new updates will be something different. But meanwhile, I think we have something for our community, VZG.
Well, if you just tuned in into our stream and you know, if you just drop by, make sure you grab your phones and scan the QR code that you are seeing on your screen to join our Clash on Air community, because from here, from this community, you're gonna be seeing a lot, like announcements, updates. You can like even find your friends there. You can like party up, create a team, join the Clash on Air Cup Season 2, and of course, if you're there, you're gonna be seeing the announcement on when the Season 2 is gonna happen.
That is so true, because Season 1 is just the start. Who knows? So we have some bigger prize pool, more sponsors for the upcoming seasons. But for the season, we have a total of 600 Malaysian ringgit for our prize pool. And if that converts to Philippine peso, it is estimately about 7,200. For our international viewers, it is around 127 US dollar. But it's not just cash, because there will be some diamonds and star stones as well for our players. So this is so exciting. We have 4 teams, just like as you mentioned. I wonder if we will see full-on 3 games again for each best of 3 and full-on 5 games for the best of 5. I wonder how it is going to be tonight.
Well, for our bracket update, a lot of fights happened in the first round, quarterfinals, semifinals, which is going to happen tonight. Well, Extraction, they managed to win 2 series, and now they have to face XDG to determine who is gonna go towards the grand finals. And the other 2 semifinalists we have here is that HF and Acer HG are going to face each other. So this is gonna be an intense battle because all of them wins their series that they're in. So they're not gonna be showing any weaknesses as of now, because they cannot afford to lose. They made it this far already. They need to continue on towards the grand finals and become the Season 1 champions.
Yes, that's true. They definitely cannot show any weaknesses. So our match schedule for today, you've seen it already. We have 4 teams in total, 2 from Malaysia, 2 from the Philippines. Is it going to be a Malaysia versus Malaysia or Philippines versus Philippines for the finals, or a mix of these 2 countries? We'll have to find out later on. We will do have a battle for third later on. However, it won't be streamed. It's just going to be a best of 1. And yeah, we'll just have to find out who's it going to be that will make it out for the best of 5 grand finals tonight. It is tonight, and I'm sure everyone, since just came from the server update, I think it is time, you know, this tournament is actually a good way to showcase what it is in for the updates. I mean, I saw a lot of item updates, most especially on the anti-heal items, and some additional sustain for some itemization as well. And there are actually a lot of heroes have been updated as well, so I'm not even finished reading all of it, and at the same time trying it for myself. So I guess I'm gonna learn a thing or two from this tournament as well.
Well, we are going to learn from experience. We're going to be learning while watching this tournament unfolds. And as you've mentioned, I kind of love what I'm seeing here from this tournament. So, together with the patch, the new hero was released. But, of course, they're not going to be touching the new heroes.
Yeah.
So, we're going to be focusing on the heroes who has significant updates. So,
Yes.
there's a lot of mechanics changes, stat changes, nerfs and buffs and all of that. But one of the good stuff that I need to focus on is the item. Especially once you've mentioned the anti-heals. I mean, the Imperial passive that some of the items have. So that means they have to work out on that, or probably they will build it just to at least cancel. And especially talking about the Ooh, look at the new update. I mean, they have the icons already. I mean, honestly, this is the first time I've seen the drafts. Seeing them having those avatars that they have right now makes the game more and more interesting. That's my personal opinion about this new update. But, focusing on the Imperial passive, I mean, the anti-heals, we've seen Arthur dominating yesterday. Arthur is one of those health regen heroes that can tank or go into front lines. Let's see, how can it affect the draft?
Yes, that's so true. I'm not sure if this is just from the spectator perspective, or this is something that the players can also see for themselves as well. But I think this is a good time during competitive, they can update their avatars in such a way it shows their logos. But so far for our bans, it's still pretty standard as we have seen from yesterday. We've been seeing a lot of Lam, Dolia, Datiao, and Dongwang bans, so it's pretty standard. But however, we are seeing the favorite Clash laner on the side of Team XDG in here, which is the Elaine. So this is going to be super interesting. I mean, there were adjustments on the anti-heal items. I'm not sure how they're going to be managing on that one. There is a hover on the Luara, but the Luara cannot be used for now. So they're just giving us some treats.
No Luara for this game. But they have to work out. They have to work around with the heroes that was affected by the update. So hopefully they can manage. And I think Elaine was one of those heroes that was affected, including Mayin, including Heino. But there's going to be a lot to talk about. But, it's not until we've seen how they perform here on this tournament. Or is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Is it going to be a nerf really or a buff? So this is what I want to see on how they execute their heroes and how will they work out on the draft. So for me, it's just pretty standard, just the usual. They have to carry on. You pick you want to sustain a lane, and you have Sun Bin actually to roam and support, give you additional move speed. So for XDG, I believe they're gonna be acing for Demon Lover.
Yeah, I think actually in this batch I'm expecting more of the usage of more tanky heroes right now, most especially in the Clash as well as in the jungle, or maybe even in the roam, because of the items that have been buffed, wherein like that of the Scale Blade and the Dragon's Rage, even as well as the Energy Core, as well as the Blazing Cape, increased damage, not only it's giving some additional sustain, but it also gives damage. So I think this is a good patch, mostly for Clash laners. You're tanky enough, plus you have enough damage. So it's gonna be super exciting to see how a lane might be showing off more of his skills, but I wonder who are they gonna be matching up against that Elaine. It could be the Dharma, which is still open. It could, Mayin have been picked here anyway. So yeah, this is going to be a good show match on the Clash lane, as a lot of defense items have been updated in here from this patch. And now we're seeing another Lucian as they're roaming here. Yesterday we saw a really good Lucian play, who has just been focused on pushing the side lanes, not even joining the clashes most of the time. But I wonder if it's gonna be the same for team Team Extraction in here, how if they're gonna be showing the type of Lucian play just like what we've seen from yesterday.
Now I wonder how are they going to finish the draft. So this means more interesting stuff to happen. But Wolves, this is the first time I've seen him utilize the Renji because they're removing his key heroes. Arlie's one. Probably they don't want to at least go for the passive hit and run type of heroes or maximum heroes. So okay, we go for the Renji. We go for cleanse. We go for damage, physical, magical damage. This guy does it. And for Ayano Koji, I've seen him play Nakoruru so well yesterday.
Okay, wait, did I just see Erin? I mean, I was like looking at my notes, and then I think I saw Erin as the last pick of Team Extraction. Yeah, I mean, Erin, she's got a huge, I would say it's a massive buff for Erin right now in this patch. It's not just now magical damage, but there is some sort of physical damage that will come out from Erin as well. So basically, in summary, for Erin, there is a massive amount of damage increase for her, in terms of base and damage as well as the scaling damage as well. And of course, the mixed damage type, she now not only has magic damage but also the physical damage, pierce, and lifesteal as well. So this is going to be super exciting. I want to see how they're going to be utilizing the buff that Erin has for this patch. But yeah, I mean, it could be that I wonder if this is some comfort hero as well for the side of Team Extraction. We'll just have to find out, I guess.
I love the Aaron pick. It was quite bold, and ever since the tournament, or ever since the other tournament commences, I mean, Aaron's popularity is way too low. But with the recent updates, they put so much faith in Aaron right now because we all know we're talking about the magical capabilities of this hero, this marksman hero. She can like go rotate, but the punishment coming from Sunbin is quite high, it seems.
Yeah, definitely. Well, there is the advantage coming from Sunbin compared to the Lucian. She just basically can go on a range against the Lucian and poke her out from her life. So, but nice vision, at least the Lucian didn't die. He was able to get that vision as to where Nakoruru actually started from the map.
Now, seems like they're focusing on their farm, at least. They're focusing on their goals because they need those items up. Especially with the Clash Lane, you've mentioned that some of the defensive items was buffed or was updated. It was favoring the defensive mechanism, but seems like the ganks coming in from Extraction here, they wanted to take something from the bot lane, but for XTG, okay, we're gonna defend the lane for now.
And that's so true. Well, for our farm laners, there's something that they would love as well. Oh, coming from the password, hold a thought, because 3v1 situation into the middle lane in here. One member from the side of Extraction going so low already, but not enough damage as of yet, as the Hino will actually survive. Meantime, Stefan here getting CC'd from the side of XTG, and everyone's just clumping out together in the middle lane. There is the attempt to steal on the farm of XCG, but everyone's just going to back away right after that.
Well, it seems like everyone is playing so defensively. And with that good crowd control coming in from Mayin, they secure the first blood.
Yes, this is the first blood coming from Demon Lover, and will there be a second kill? Yes, there will be a double kill for the Elaine. He's trying to back away. Gonna be CC'd coming from the Lucian, and he will fall down. That is a 1-for-2 trade so far, but will there be another one? Because members on the side of Team XAG are going so low. One death on their side again, trying to back away. And here the Sunbin, and she will be saved. Wow, a 2-for-2 trade in total from that clash.
Okay, I wasn't even expecting that. The mournful tempo coming in from a wall did connect. That forced XTG to commit towards the first blood. It gave Demon Lover the advantage. At the same time, he goes scaling, snowballing. He went for the double kill, but they went too deep towards the base of Extraction, and that gave them an opportunity to even up the game.
That's so true, but I think Elaine has to be very careful in this one. Ooh, the kick will connect, but at least Elaine was actually able to dash away from that attempt. But yeah, everyone's trying to just go on it too. But meantime, bot side, the Renji will be able to just cleanse from that CZ. Gonna be utilizing the Tealing Dew because he is, it's a 2v1, so he better be on a safe spot.
having the legal immunity for the Renji. Someone helps him, but we all know that Sep or Liu Shan specifically, he has that crowd controls, overcharge or robo smash. Yes, you might cleanse one, but there is still a follow-up. So Wolves needs to be careful on that. He can cleanse one, but who knows when the follow-up is going to come true. But it seems like XDG wants to go for an invade.
They're gonna go commit onto this team fight, it seems, because the objective Tyrant is already up. There is a secure in the position coming from the side of Extraction right now. They're actually starting on that, but everyone's pretty divided as to where they want to go for the fight. Ult has been popped in here by LFT, but then again, Wolves will fall down. They still continue to fight in here. Ooh, super low in HP was the Legion. Another kill going for the lane, but who's gonna get the last hit onto the Tyrant? Pei will get that, but they're not even done. The stuns will connect, come from the Yuhuan to super low HP on the side of Extraction. Seems like they will fall down anytime soon as well, but no, there will be a trade in fact.
Wow, this has been an even game. Some objectives might be conquered by one team, but how XDG Extraction managed to rally kills after kills, they're just trying to even up the stakes. There's not even a single tower down on this game. They are just trying to focus on objectives, go for kills, but somehow both of these teams, they're defending it well. So I'm gonna be expecting a long game at least, because snowballs is not really possible just yet.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of exchanges. We see a 2-2 a while ago, another 2-2 in terms of clash results. So, I mean, lots of exchanges. I think the teams right now are trying to read on their opponent. But meantime, just a tussle, quite of a tussle on the top side, but the Overlord will be secured by XDG, giving them a chance to actually go for a push somewhere in the lane. But meantime, the bot tower will already fall down.
Wow, the outer tower, it was taken down already by Extraction. It seems like they want to give it a go. Mournful Temple will connect, but somehow XDG is going to play defensively.
Yes, Extraction did also back away on that part of the map. But meantime, Seth is soaking in a lot of damage in here. I mean, it really hurts. He needs more itemization for himself to last on clashes in Team Vice. Yin in here, his kick will connect, but to no afford, our Yuhuan will actually survive that one. So yeah, no snowballs at this 6-minute game time.
No snowballs, and the gold is just even close. And
yeah,
we've seen Tammy too trying to engage or probably initiate some fight, go for Owol, the mid laner, but still it's a U1. It has the unending sorrow. That means he's immune, he can heal up, but wait a minute, fights are happening at mid.
Oh, look at that, super low in HP was the Liu Shan. They're still trying to get LFT, will be able to survive and be able to make use of his skill. He did not use it, he knows he will be able to last longer, but then again, that is a kill secure in favor of XCG.
Okay, I love what I'm seeing here right now. Still, XDG managed to find their kill, but they didn't even knew that Tammy is just hiding in that brush. Cancels the teleportation. Oh my goodness!
Uh-oh. Ult has been popped in here, resetting everything. A backup is incoming. The Aryan popped his ult already as well. And look at that! Aryan will fall down onto the hands of Taeyuan. Another kill, Haino will fall down as well. Wow. Seems like this is the snowball that we are looking for. It is in favor of XDG.
XDG did manage to find something out of the 6 to 7 minute mark, and now all that they need to do is to take down towers, take down the outer tower, because Extraction, they managed to get ahead. But wait a minute,
is there enough damage backup? But no, apparently I don't think that was the right time for Seth to actually go in into an engage, because all he has as a backup was the Pei, and there was no source of range damage. I mean, yes, there is some range damage coming from Pei, but that's not enough. But meantime, on the top side, Tammy is in here, super low on HP right now, to be able to survive on the tower. Oh, actually he will fall. Actually, he will fall down. It's actually he got a kill onto Demon Slayer. I got confused on that one. But yeah, he stick on the turret, under the tower, and apparently Demon Lover took some damage from the tower from that fight.
That's gotta hurt for Demon Lover. I mean, even with that at Sunset, I mean, too many heroes are just looking after you, because that is overextended already. for XDG, they knew that they cannot save Demon Lover, so they have to give him already. But for this fight, almost 9 minutes, they're taking the Tyrant.
Uh-oh, who's gonna get the last hit on this one is apparently Pei. That is a nice steal. However, Pei will fall down into the hands of Nakururu, giving even Nakururu that second kill. Double kill even, and another one will fall down. 3 members down on the side of Extraction, leaving just LFT and Grim as the remaining members. What can they do? They cannot definitely go on a push. For the meantime, they can just go for the defensive play in the mid because they don't want to give more towers to XDG as they have been snowballing since 6-7 minute game time.
Oh, XDG somehow becoming more and more confident with their actions. Including Demon Lover going way too deep towards that top tower. But still, XDG, it shows. They are 6 kills ahead compared to Extraction. Extraction right now, they were forced to play defensively. And for them, all they have to do is to play defensively up until Godka and Grim managed to farm up. They just need to let their key heroes farm, and 2D KC, all they need is time.
Yeah, that's true. There's actually a good scaling supposedly for Grim, but we're not seeing that super effective right now as there's now the snowball from XDG. But meantime, again, there's a lot of damage being soaked in by Seth right now. Woo! He is becoming like a paper in here. The clash has been fully committed. I know he's going to be popping his ult, but to no afford, he will still fall down. They're still not yet done even here because Demon Slayer will want to attempt to get that kill, and DS, the Aaron will fall down, plus a secure an objective from the side of XDG. What a fight.
This is what I love about U1. Owal, he managed to play the U1 mid so well, and now they're not stopping because they know that they have a sustain.
And another fight ongoing into the mid. Loss of members, that is actually a wipeout. What was that? Loss of AE damage came from XDG, and suddenly Extraction just disappeared from the map.
Just look at that. They are so confident with their lineup, and they're just relying on OnAir to heal them up. Because Sunbin, all he has to do is to heal up. To make their move speed faster. And with their confidence, they're just going in one after another. Even with Heino forcing a Fate Rewind there, he's not gonna survive with that kind of pressure.
Oh, this is very quick. This is gonna be it. XDG will get that fast game 1. What an obliteration by this Malaysian team. A while ago we just saw how the Nakururu as well as the Alain going all in whenever they would see the squishes on the map on the side of Team Extraction. They have been pretty much targeting. They're not even scared against the Liushan. But yeah, whenever they see the Aaron as well as the Heino, they just go all in. And apparently Liushan had a hard time in actually soaking in the damage as well.
Well, for this game, see, like XDG somehow have an even fight up against Extraction. But there's this one moment that XDG found out that they can win fights. And with that fight, they already took advantage. Just look at how Demon Lover built his item, okay? He's going for the Blazing Cape. We all knew that the Imperial from the Blazing Cape was updated. We all knew that including this shield actually has that update as well.
Blade, yeah.
The Scale Blade, actually, I might not call it a buff, but somehow more of like a nerf, because before the attack triggers every basic attack, but right now you just have to wait 2.5 seconds at least to make sure your passive triggers, but still so powerful weapon.
Yeah, that's true. Demon Lover did his homework in here. He read through the equipment updates. You mentioned it already, the Blazing Cape as well as the Scale Blade. I would call it like a really good update still. Even the damage was lower just a little bit. The survivability is still there. Imagine, how you can restore so much of your HP based from your 50% based from the 50% of your damage. So I think that is really nice to actually go all in and frontline. In comparison to what has happened to the Lucian was actually having a tough time from actually soaking in the damage. But MVP is Juicy Yu Mao with 304 KD. Is 3040 KDA. What? A while ago, we saw how she was annoying the Lucian in the game.
I mean, I've seen posts, I've seen multiple posts. I mean, Sun Bin, technically as a hero in the Honor of Kings, has becoming a meme in the ranked games, but still, when you play this right in tournaments, you'll get the unexpected results that you can get. I mean, Sun Bin, no doubt. I mean, having movement speed boost, having to slow down your opponents, and inflicting damage at the same time. That's what makes Sun Bin more and more effective and more annoying. And imagine partnering up Sun Bin with the U1, who's just triggering her mournful tempo just to crowd control, to stun the enemies. And together with the skills, I mean, the time flux that Sun Bin has, that was an effective way to initiate. So for them, it was way more of a teamwork and sustainability that lasts them over the team fight, and that's what makes them win the game one.
That's true. That's true. Now, the question is, how will Extraction from the Philippines plan to make a comeback? Will they this time ban out the Elaine, which actually was also, one of the game, one of the best player, the Demon Lover was one of the best player from the team as well, going for the really good initiates for the team. I think they just gotta respect that, because from yesterday we saw how Demon Lover actually played the Elaine so well, and at the same time, it's I don't know, maybe there has to be some change in terms, because early game time, before 6 minutes happened, we saw how Extraction was doing so well on evening things out against against XDG.
I mean, I love what I'm seeing already. Extraction, even though that they lost the first 2 kills up against XDG, they managed to find a way to answer back. But, with their snowballing all after the 7 to 8 minute mark, that means the sustainability of the XDG was way too unstoppable. They can even go straight towards their base, and which they did. So they ended up the fight really fast, not giving room for Extraction to fight back. So I'm kind of more of expecting that Extraction is going to dictate the game this time around, force XDG to slower the pace. So that is their key to victory, because XDG, on what I've observed on their first series yesterday, almost 15 minutes, almost 20 minutes, they have struggled when it comes to longer games. They wanted to end it quick, but if you manage to drag them 15-20 minutes, well, it's gonna cost them. I mean, some of the heroes there are not suitable for long games, but let's see on this next wrap at least.
Yeah, we'll have to find it out. By the way, there is the new skin for Dolia and Haino users in there from the patch. I haven't gotten it yet, so I've yet to update and check it out. But yeah, pretty standard bans we're seeing in here. As we have noticed, usually we would see, the favorite bans of a team Extraction here. They always love to ban the Dongwang. But meantime, we're also seeing that because Luna is banned out in here, we have a lot of options now on their own. So we have Datiao open, we have Jamfei open as well. So I wonder if that's going to be the first few picks of either of these two teams, or will they be prioritizing other heroes? Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. A while ago, we were talking about how, should I respect ban the Elaine or maybe steal it out? But no, it's still open for taking for XDG.
Well, focusing on those heroes, Lam and Dongwang, and not focusing on the heroes that made the game really hard for them. I mean, for Demon Lover, why change the heroes? I mean, I'm good with Elaine. This is what I love to use ever since yesterday. And right now, they're giving me the opportunity. Okay, but this time around, no Sun Bin. They don't want Sun Bin because they've seen a potential dash out, and they're gonna be stealing that one. And for Wolves, okay, Arlie's open, might as well utilize that.
Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? There's no change for the Arlie, but then again, one item that could affect the early stage of our marksman heroes or the farm laners is the Axe of Torment, wherein there is in the early stages of the game there is an increased pierce, so it's even better, especially if you wanna take the lead on the early stages. But then again, there is a nerf for skill dependent heroes due to this cooldown reduction for this item. So if the farm laner is heavily reliant on skills, actually Arlie is one. So it's not a full on buff, or there's just a slight nerf for this item for them. But if it's that kind of hero like that of, let's say, the Hoyi, this Axe of Torment will definitely be perfect. But for the meantime, we see a Ranji ban. Lady Soon ban as well, so I wonder what's going to be the farm laner for the side of Extraction in here.
Or a lot of farm laners is still open. So it's either go for the babysit heroes like Hoyi, Garo, or probably Luban. But there's still pretty much options available for them. They wanted to go hard. Yes, Hoyi is a perfect hero. He just needs to rely on attack speed and critical. And if they have an alternative, yeah, go for Marco Polo, because Marco Polo has that escape mechanic. He just needs to be protected by Godcat at all costs, because you just have to use Leaping Savior at all times in order for him to have the shield that he needs to withstand the damage coming in from the Arlie, since Arlie is way too painful. But they have to figure out the jungle for XDG. Who is it going to be? No Musashi still, but I'm kind of leaning towards, okay, Jing? Okay, Jing is one good jungler hero.
And very highly mechanical, not so easy to use. This is something I don't recommend for jungle beginners to actually play on. You might quit being a jungle if you start with the Arlie as your first hero, but they're gonna be locking in the Nakoruro in here, which they have used, which we've seen also a while ago. But yeah, one thing I see in here, because we see a very mobile Arlie, is that I don't see any hard CC or hard locks CC coming from the side of Extraction. So I worry about that if we see a free hitting Arlie in clashes. So I think they need to find a way to just pick off the Arlie, or peel off the Arlie before they go on a full-on fight. But here we go on the game 2 between Team Extraction from the Philippines versus XDG from Malaysia. It is a 1-0 score already in favor of XDG. We'll see how Extraction will try to make a comeback.
Well, they have to make a comeback, or else XDG is gonna be walking out on the grand finals. They're gonna be waiting for their opponents later on, but for Extraction, this is their only chance to make a sweep, win 2 games straight, and make an upset towards the XGG side. So this is going to matter for Extraction. A lot is going to be at stake, because for Extraction, they have walked so hard just to reach the semifinals, and they cannot afford to lose right at this moment.
You definitely wouldn't want to, but yeah, if we talk about our lane matchup in here, pretty much just a matchup on the farm lane in here. Of course, there's just some better mobility on the Arlie, but in terms of the range, pretty much equal footing for them. But on the sub side, we see the Dharma as well as the Elaine in here. We saw actually the Dharma already a little bit low up against the Elaine, so I guess Elaine is just really so comfortable about using his hero right off the bat in there. But they're actually trying to annoy the Kaiser on the jungle as on the early stages of the game.
I mean, that is what Dashao is for. Good hero to annoy their opponents. For Extraction, they're just trying to poke the jungle, and then if they have to escape, I mean, Dashao has that escape mechanic. Use the Sea of Fate most of the time just to recall yourself to safety. So that's a good thing. But, for Dashao, she has to be the playmaker. He has to make plays for this team, just like what he did for the Sunbin. But wait a minute, fights are happening at mid.
Super low in HP is again the support. Oh no, the Frozen in there has to flash away to go back to safety. But meantime, they're not even done under the tower right now already. But first blood is actually going to go onto the bottom lane part of the map. This is brought to you by Easy OnAir. We continue on the fight. Getting frozen in here is one member on the side of XDG. Ooh, that one will actually not connect and land a hit. But then again, Nakaruru will fall down. 1v2 situation. There is a chase in here. Going to go for the ult. Actually, we can see it here. Execute has been used by the lane as well, securing the kill against Sep. But they're not even done. Punch will actually be used, but there goes the save coming from the Daxiao as well.
That is what I mean about making plays. Send home your teammates and then make sure that some of your teammates respond to fight. Sea of Fate, Eye of the Whirlpool, combination-wise, it was well executed. They forced Extraction to at least hold on to their base. And even Elaine, Demon Lover, he was very confident into diving deep because he knew that he got covered by Dashao. So it's fine. I mean, I can dive at whatever I want.
That's so true. We've seen how Demon Lovers plays the lane, but one thing we'll notice in here is that XAG actually keeps on getting that vision and peek onto jungle camps of Extraction. Like the camps from the sides near bushes, they try to steal of that little by little. But meantime, there goes the poke. They have been poking. I mean, since game 1, the support of Extraction has been, getting super low HP coming from the nice pokes coming from XDG. Ayan na po. Alright, here we go. 1v3 situation, making a 2v3. Trying to save nice ult in here by the Zhangfei to actually save off the life of his teammate.
I even thought that you're saying that in Filipino. He's charging in literally, but wait a minute. They're targeting the annoying ones. Juicy Yuma is not gonna survive that.
Apparently, yeah, Dacia will fold down. That was a 3v1 situation, but there's a good wave of push to the top side by the lane, forcing Tommy Drew to back away, but at the same time, Extraction is in good position to actually secure the run. Actually, there's just gonna be an exchange as Team XDG was also busy with the Overlord.
Wow, it's all about getting busy for this game. Almost 5 minutes up. And now the pressure still continues towards the side of XDG. But the scores are even. Kills are just equal up against each other. XDG somehow, they lead cold for a little bit. But we can see now the XDD providing so much annoyance, even for Dammy Do.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, really nice knockback on the wall in here. He is so mad, showing off the presence and his power on making use of that Dharma. But for the meantime, ult has been powered by the lane. Gonna go back away a little bit because 3 members come from the side of Extraction. He's in here to defend the tower up top.
That was a bold and confident move. Juicy Yumao, somehow with his predictable play, you know that the Dasha somehow uses that recall or teleportation to at least send the heroes home. But with the Truth Manta knocking them back, that prevented XDG to escape, specifically Juicy Yuma, and they got the kill. That's really good for them.
That is so true. But meantime, we did see Mark Polo actually dying onto the hands of wolves on the bottom lane part of the map. Members on the side of Extraction are here to defend that. But we have in here the main dragon. But up top, no, in the middle lane, the Kaiser will fall down. Apparently, we did not see that, but it was a 2v1 situation. I could guess that maybe he got frozen by the Lazy Gen and, getting finished and getting more damage from the Nakoruru and the Lazy Gen as well.
Now, we can see that all lanes, or probably top and bottom lanes here, being pressured by XDG. Now, with that pressure coming in from the XDG, okay, they're just letting Dharma or Tammy Dew to hold top lane because XDG, they're keeping an eye towards their tower.
Oh no, another one! Apparently in here, Marco Polo will fall down once more. 2v1 situation with backup incoming. Nope, they're actually gonna go home, but maybe they're gonna be coming back just like that. Unbridled Outburst has been used. Arlie will fall down. Really nice comeback in here coming from the Dharma, but the members of Team XDG are not yet done as they attempt to go for more kills, more burst damage, and Pierce Kururo will get that double kill. And there you go, 4 members from the side of Extraction has fallen down. Wow, what a play coming from the side of XDG.
I mean, 3 for 1 It's a really, really good trade for XDG. We don't mind to lose Dasha. We don't mind to lose Juicy Yumao as often of time. But if we're getting objectives, if we're getting kills, then that's a really worthy trade. And for Dasha, okay, he cannot be that Sun Bin earlier. He's now touchable, and right now they're targeting him a lot.
But meantime, members of Extraction in here are so low on HP right now. They have to back away a little bit, but they're gonna be eaten alive by the Arlie. Again, the jumping, but hold the thought, because not remembering here, Kaiser will fall down again, and there you go. Once more, 3 members on the side of Extraction has fallen down. Will Tammy be able to go for that play? He did go for the truth mantra, but his life is super low. Marco Polo can do anything but just go on to a cross map play by trying to go for a tower objective.
I mean, beautiful plays coming in from XDG. They knew when to attack. They knew where to attack. They knew what to get next. And for XDG, after they took down the inner tower, wait a minute.
Oh, I think he's gonna die. Yes, he will. Getting frozen by the Lady Jen in here, and killing spree coming from Nakoruru. Oh, there he goes. Seva's fallen down. We're not even done in here because they're gonna keep killing more members on the side of Extraction. He's trying to sustain, but I guess that's not a good idea to even chase for a kill because you are all alone, and LFT was actually quite far away. Now I wonder how LFT will actually try to defend the crystal of Extraction right now. He's trying to do it, but no! Look at the burst damage coming from the Nakoruru, and I guess this is gonna be it because XDG actually has the minion waves in here, or they are going to be respecting instead Extraction from the members who have come back alive.
Well, they need to respect that. No time for them to be greedy, because with this advantage that they have already, there's no way that they can mess this up. For Extraction, that is the moment that we're waiting for. They are waiting for XDG to mess up, go one by one. We can pick them up slowly but surely, get the targets that we needed. We eliminate Dasha first because she was the playmaker, and just like that. I mean, I love the composition from Extraction. It scatters the heroes coming in from them, but wait a minute.
Yes, Unbridled Outburst has been used in here, but the rest of members of Extraction are actually scattered on the map. They didn't have a good formation to actually go all in onto the fight. Now Seth is all alone, getting chased in here. Will he be slowed? Slow will not connect it here, but the silence will do. Demon Slayer is actually wanting to get him, but he is in the base, so he doesn't want to die in the base, but in the process, he will still. And there you go. Really quick game, clean game by XDG, ending the game on a 2-0 score and moving to the grand finals. Wow, that was so quick.
I mean, XDG, they won this game, but of course, I wanted to give a huge props to the efforts by Extraction. They've shown determination, and even with the drafts, I can even see what they're trying to do. When they opened the dash out, and it was on the XDG side, well, Damiju picking the Dharma was a check already, and having the Zhang Fei on the same team is a really, really good thing, just to at least reposition the entire team of XDG. But, of course, with this kind of gameplay that XDG has, they knew that they need to play fast. And with that fast, I mean, it was done. 10 minutes. So XDG, they played by the clock. And for Extraction, that clock is way too ticking, and they did not have an opportunity to prolong this game and defend as hard as they can, giving Extraction or giving XDG that win. So overall, XDG, congratulations. But for Extraction, no need to worry. I mean, they made it this far. That means they already proven that they're one of the teams that they need to watch out.
That's true. And our MVP from that game is going to be a wall on a score of 3-0 11. He didn't need to have a lot of kills because she was more on the utility, going for the bush plays, going for the bush ganks, getting giving those frosts against the opponent. We've seen that a couple of times, killing Kaiser, killing even the frontliners like that of the Zhangfei on the side of Team Extraction PH. So definitely she deserves the MVP that she needs from that she had from that game. But yeah, overall really great teamwork. While I go on the itemization, I can't help but focus how Demon Lover on the lane would again keep on utilizing the adjusted items. The scale blade, he didn't have to even complete that into a Dragon's Rage, as well as the blazing cape, wherein you already have the sustainability, but at the same time you get some damage as well. And I noticed as well the utilization of the Nakoruru on the Axe of Torment item. We saw how whenever she would just like fly onto a particular target, squishy target, because of the increased, again, there is a buff in the pierce capability of the Axe of Torment item. So I guess that is why the Nakoruru hurts so much against the squishy heroes that we had from that game. So I guess XDG did a really good job from reading the homework coming from that patch. So I guess we're learning as to how we can utilize all these items that has been updated from the patch.
Well, I hope that their opponents are learning from what they've seen on how XDG play out this first semifinals. But we are now going to see the next semifinals after this break. Because, having this opportunity to at least see who's going to be your opponent. But, of course, you need to at least watch out, at least. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be exciting. Because up next, we are now talking about the second semi-final round. So, for me, Vince G and Kaysaya might as well grab some water, grab some snacks, because this is going to be an intense fight. Because after this break, Clash on Air will be starting the second semi-final fight. So, don't go away, guys. We will be right back.
Imagine you can elevate your virtual event with this. What about this? And this. Hi, I'm Frigo from Easy On Air, your virtual live savior. In Easy On Air, we aim to help 1,000 MNC to maximize the live streaming experience, deliver high quality content, and unforgettable digital event to their audience. Have you ever had chaotic moments during your virtual event due to technical issue like slow internet connections, low audio and video quality, and you end up with bad reputations and cannot hit your sales target? What can you do with Easy On Air to avoid the problems I mentioned? Number one, you can have 100% customizable solutions for delivering exceptional live streaming experience. Number two, provide flawless virtual event flow. And number three, create interactive virtual sections and have fun with your audience. You can leave your contact details here and our live streaming specialist will be in touch with you. So, are you ready? In recent years, virtual events have gained immense significance in the world of business. With the ability to connect companies with their customers and stakeholders, regardless of geographic locations, virtual events have become a vital tool for modern businesses to expand their reach and influence. Additionally, virtual events can be more sustainable than a traditional event, as they eliminate the need for attendees to travel, reducing the event's carbon footprint and overall environmental impact. The question is, how can you make your virtual event stand out and capture the attention of your target audience? That's where a 3D virtual set can help. Come, let me show you. A 3D virtual set can help you create stunning environment that will capture your audience attention and leave a lasting impression. After all, the key to successful event is ensuring that your audience engage with your message and achieve the desired objective. 3D virtual set can reduce costs while still creating an immersive and engaging experience for your audience. With virtual 3D set, you have the complete control over your design and the layout of your virtual space. This means you can create custom backdrop, set up a branding element that is uniquely set up just for your audience to enjoy. By adding interactive elements and gamifications, you can make your virtual event even more engaging and memorable. A 3D virtual set also provides multiple angles to capture attendees' attention span. You can easily switch between different angles to highlight the speakers, products, or interactive elements. A 3D virtual set can create a dynamic and engaging experience for your audience. This can help to keep audience engaged and motivated throughout the event, leading to better outcomes and results. In today's competitive business landscape, a 3D virtual set can be the key to standing out and creating a truly memorable and engaging virtual event. So why not consider using a 3D virtual set for your next virtual event? Contact us now.
Hello and welcome back here on the Clash on Air Cup. So, might as well start this second semifinals match for tonight, because what we've seen from the first semifinals match, it was XDG who managed to play it flawlessly. 2-0 up against Extraction. And we are going to see, XDG on the finals match later on, but there's still hope for Extraction because they will still play the battle for a third. So, for now, this is their possible opponents. Whoever wins in the semifinals, Kaysaya, is gonna be XDG's opponent.
Yes, that's true. And who is it gonna be? It's gonna be Have Fun from Malaysia versus AZ Your Highness from the Philippines. But everyone, we invite you, of course, first to join our community. You can scan the QR code down below. if you only have one mobile device, you can just like take a screenshot for the meantime and use a QR scanner app to visit the link. Okay, I can see VinZG is doing it already right now. Even though he's already on Discord, we are also on Discord, so you can also chat with us in there. So yeah, because we want to invite you because we have more upcoming tournaments for Honor of Kings that is about to happen. So in order for you to be on top of the news, make sure you join to get all the updates firsthand right before it goes to the social media. And yeah, it's gonna be have fun. Malaysia versus Azir Highness from the Philippines. I think we've seen them play from yesterday, and I wonder how they're gonna be matching it up in terms of skill level, team level, individual skill level as well. And at the same time, is it gonna be Malaysia versus Malaysia or Malaysia versus Philippines? We don't know, but we have yet to find out.
We are going to find that out. But technically, of course, our semifinals consist of Malaysians and a Filipino. So it's a Malaysian versus Philippines. But the finals can be interesting if a Filipino team managed to at least reach that grand finals. But of course, Malaysians or Team Have Fun is gonna do their best in order for them to showcase what do they have right now. But what do we have here is an interesting tournament. It's just,
Yes.
having Lamb being removed here. Okay, we banned that out. Dash out. We've seen how they play. We just have to at least take them out. So for them, still have room for one more ban, and they give it for Dahlia.
Yeah, I mean, even with the patch update, still the standard bans that we have. We just have to. I'm interested to take a look at what's going to be the pick in here for the Clash laners because since yesterday, our teams here in the Clash OnAir Cup has been primarily focused on MVPs coming from the Clash laners. So I wonder if it's going to be some highlight plays again from that aspect, but. For the meantime, we were just talking about it, and there is already the hover on the lane. But yeah, Princess Frost is always also one of the prio picks in the mid lane because of the space she can create, the ganks she can create, of course, if she is not heavily punished in the early stages of the game.
Okay, it's all about giving room for a lane to at least show what he needs to show. But of course, they have to top that out with a Byron pick. So it's gonna be a lane versus Byron matchup. So things are gonna get really interesting in the Clash lane. And another annoying hero as we speak. We've seen how XDG utilizes the Sunbin, and they wanted to mobilize or utilize that mobility that this hero can give. So all about making them run faster. Byron for the chase, for the initiation, versus Frost just to at least make sure that he's gonna try to chase down with the crowd controls or escape the dangers that they can bring. But for Musashi, interesting jungler pick for the side of Acer. So for Acer right now, they're gonna be utilizing on Musashi to at least farm real fast, try to launch enemies in air just to secure that pickoff. So pickoff wise, yes, they have that kit, but let's see how they're gonna be working that out with a Zhou.
Yes, definitely the Musashi is a good hero as well to pick off, especially the squishy ones, squishy targets like that. Of course, let's say if the Princess Frost doesn't have her skills available, that is going to be the good time for any engager to actually go on that one. For Musashi, we do have a slight buff for him with his skill 1, eliminating slash, getting a good, a lower cooldown as he scales up on his level. So we'll see how Nobu, or I don't know who's going to be using that for the side of Azir Highness, but let's see how they're going to be using that later on onto the team fights. But yeah, so far so good. I wonder who's going to be the support for the side of Azir Highness in here, since a lot of support have actually been banned, with Jangfei gone, Gui Guzi being banned as well. Dat Tiao is not available. Who else do we have? We do have the Motzi. I miss Motzi.
Motzi.
Yeah.
Motzi. Dongwang is just there. They can utilize Zhuangzi if they want to. A lot of supports.
Yeah.
Is still quite available. They can go for Liang for crowd control and the suppress. But most likely I'm going to be leaning towards the tank support. So Dongwang can be a priority here
Oh, yeah.
for the side of Have Fun, or probably the side of Acer. But for Have Fun, okay,
Ooh.
we're gonna go with a magical jungler assassin. We go for Luna.
Yeah, the Luna. But meantime, they have actually locked in the Lianpo in here.
Oh, there you have it.
Yes, and it seems like they're going to be putting that onto the roamer. It's been quite a while since we actually saw the Lianpo on the roam, because usually we would see him also go onto the clash lane. But this time, there he is. But oof, looking scary in here. The late game potential again from a Malaysian team. They so love the usage of Arlie, right? So again, another Arlie in here from Malaysian team. Have fun. Let's see how they're gonna be utilizing that one out. But yeah, the Luna looking scary, especially if the Luna actually gets to snowball early on. But yeah, Alicia in here as the final pick of team Azure Highness. Definitely on the range advantage, she has it. But we'll just see how they're going to be utilizing that one up. Because definitely Arlie can match up against him as well. Most especially if the Arlie is able to get the item that can increase her range later on in the game.
And now for our second semifinals match. It is up against Team Have Fun, up against the Team Acer Highness. So this is going to be an intense series, because whoever wins in this series is going to face the team that won the first semifinal match, and that is going to be the XDG. But for now, let's see who can manage to get ahead and get that match point. For this is going to be a serious matchup. I'm kind of loving the picks already, but it all boils down to the execution. How are they gonna use this hero? How are they gonna dominate this game?
That's true. But yeah, we might expect evolution though. Gonna go for the pokes just as we see it right now into the middle lane. You know, gonna be annoying the members of Acer Highness in the mid. See how half-life already Soju is. And I mean, not even half-life, less than half-life already. But they're trying to annoy and trying to steal the jungle camps of Have Fun in here. But Jay's getting that slow, as well as the CZ. Will he die anytime soon? The bomb is there. It is sticking. Okay, forced to use the flash, but that is good enough instead of actually dying firsthand on the hands of Team Have Fun. Oh, even on the top side, the lane is actually super low.
Wow, I mean, you can see how Have Fun is utilizing all their kits. They're just harassing Acer Highness really hard, and even a lane here, they're not giving any room for this guy to farm up. But you know, having JC's Lianpo to survive or withstand that amount of damage, it takes skills, because Warrior Soul here is just soaking up damage and it gives health regen afterwards. So they need to play Lianpo right in order for him to set up fights. JC's role for Acer Acer Highness is gonna be crucial for the mid to late game.
Meantime, though, we can see all alone in here is the lane up top. This is a 4v1 situation. I doubt he will survive that because that's going to be the first blood by Have Fun, brought to you by Easy on Air. And that is good rotation. You see also how Arlie can actually survive the bot all alone. She's so mobile. He doesn't even need any support coming from the Sunbin, because Sunbin is now very much free to roam around the map, because his farm laner definitely do not need much support in here in the bot.
And now they're overextended. They even want Soju to be eliminated with that pressure that they're showing right now. And this gives Acer Highness to play defensively, because you can see how aggressive Have Fun is doing, and even Musashi was forced to at least respond towards the Byron.
A 1v1 situation, make it 2 incoming 2v3 situation. Musashi will fall down. It was actually the first one to initiate the fight. It's now ended up in a 3v1 situation, and seems like 2 members from the side of Acer Highness will fall down. I guess that was not a good decision coming from Acer Highness, as actually we did see how Yorix was super low, but in the end Nobu still decided to go for an engage up against the Byron, making that one on a 1v1 situation. And now, instead of Yorick's replenishing his life from the base, he was forced to join the fight. So very unfortunate, and I think that was not, really looking nice from the side of Azir.
Well, for Have Fun, seems like they're gonna be playing this quick. They want to play this fast. And they are even attempting takedowns, early eliminations, just to give space. But we can see Acer Highness focusing on some other things. Bot lane is gonna be hot.
Look at the damage coming from the Luna, making the low HP of Acer Highness in here, but the backup incoming from the Alacio, killing some member from the side of Have Fun. That's just one kill, but then again, the double kill gonna go for that Arlie. They want more, but to no afford. It's okay. At least they got two from that one. And at the same time, they have a good position in actually getting the Tyrant, but they said no, not that first, because look at this. Soja is actually so low in me. Maybe we just wait for our Luna emotion to become available, and that's when we go for an objective.
Have Fun really determined to go deep just to secure that elimination. And this gives room for the junglers to commit towards the jungle, and now we can see who's the fastest mic in the house.
Actually, that is actually still coming from the Versace. I don't know what happened in that one, because Emotion actually went out of the pit, but meantime, one member from the side of Acer Highness will fall down. The Lianpo died, and there you go. So that is an exchange, but then again, that is a nice objective tape. Actually, a steal coming from Nobu. Yeah, I think there was like a mistake from Emotion in there. His team waste was actually near him, but to no afford, he was able to. He apparently went out of the pit.
Yeah, I mean, for Nobu, he was trying to go for the reset, but he managed to at least trigger that smite just to secure that objective. And this gives room for them to at least secure that. And now, top lane, Luna, Byron, but wait a minute, all parts of the map is hot.
Yes, indeed, because we have a fight ongoing to the boss side as well. Even though the outer tower has not fallen down as yet, but meantime on the sub side, we see one member actually from the side of Acer Highness falling down onto the hands of the Luna. That is Yorick, so quite unfortunate, but they did manage to actually get a tower push up top. So at least in terms of tower objective tape, they're pretty balanced in here, but there is actually a fight that they want to force into the middle lane while actually stealing off the jungle camp of Acer Highness. But hold a thought, because Nobu in here super low, and HP will fall down onto the hands of the Arlie. A lot of members coming from the side of Have Fun, just having fun and dishing out all those damage.
What a fun way to at least go for the objectives. They're not even giving room for Acer Highness to breathe at this rate. And even the setups, how can they even respond to the aggression? Even Byron goes in!
Super low on HP right now are members of Have Fun. However, Lianpo will fall down as well in here. They're still trying to go for the fight, but then again, they have to respect it, because this is the Oryx as well, getting tanky as time goes by, and they actually don't have LXY already to actually try to go for that. But meantime, now they find the confidence, because the lane is gonna fall down, dying onto the hands of Emotion, and they're gonna go for another tower takedown bot.
Well, for me, I cannot even express this emotion that I'm feeling right now. Have Fun. I don't know if I'm happy, but still, they are dominating this game. They do want it to end this real quick, and it seems like with their skills and hero composition, they are managing to make this work. They wanted to end it under 10 minutes, not giving room for Acer Highness to get back onto this game. No room for late games, because our objective is to secure the game once that we have the advantage. And that early game advantage gives confidence to the Have Fun to at least go all out.
Look at the space being created by the Princess Frost in here. The slows, it's definitely annoying the members of Acer Highness in here. There is a good flow of minion waves on the top side of the map, so pretty sure they're going to be securing that inner tower objective just as quick as that. And yeah, now they just really have to play defensively in here for the side of Acer Highness.
How can they set it up?
Oof. In the middle lane, nope, they're not gonna go all in, but they're balancing it out with the Byron going for that wave clear down bot.
kind of hard for them to set it all up, because the only initiation hero that they have is technically JC's Lian Po. He needs to charge in, he goes for the first ram, and then he just have to leap, jump, and make sure that every player from Have Fun is gonna get caught by the ulti's AoE. But in this moment that they have the Sunbin, it's really hard for them to execute that.
That's so true. I mean, the ticking time bombs, there's just basically a lot of pokes coming from Have Fun in here. And I think the Lianpo pick is in, actually any melee tank in here is not a good idea for such high poke damage. But meanwhile, because he's going so low, one member on the side of ASD will fall down, Lianpo will fall down, and more because the Shoyu will fall down as well onto the hands of LXY. And seems like they want to go all in onto taking down the high ground tower from the side of Azir Highness in here. No more minion waves, so they're gonna go for that push on the bot side as well. Just piso, we call it in Filipino. Just 1 HP left for the mid lane tower, and it seems like gonna fall down anytime soon. 2 high ground towers down, and I'm gonna go, wanna go under the crystal, even killing more members to the side of Azir Highness, and they're not even stopping because Azir Highness, the Lianpo, is gonna go for the CC, but the members of Have Fun are just replenishing HP, and seems like this time they're gonna go all in, but no, they actually want more kills, said LXY. No, please guys, just go focus fire on the crystal, and that was it. 1-0 score in favor of Have Fun.
Pandemonium in the base. That is the situation that we call it. But it seems like Have Fun is definitely having fun. But I know that Team Acer Highness is not definitely enjoying this. So their only way to bounce back into this game is to make sure that they have that good hero composition in game number 2. Prevent Have Fun from securing those early key heroes that they are trying to utilize since the early to mid game, and prevent everything. I mean, prevent them from attacking or picking them off. So with this case, it seems like Sunbin wins games, and if there's a Sunbin, technically they're playing against time, and they wanted to end it like before 10 minutes, which they did.
Yeah, I'm seeing a really good combo with the Sunbin as well as the Princess Frost in here from our Malaysian team. So we're learning a lot. Even the Arlie, they're utilizing that one. So I'm like thinking, okay, if this is gonna be like the meta right now for our Malaysian teams, probably we will see a lot of them getting in the ban. So, but yeah, game results. As you can see, everyone's pretty much in a team fight. The Byron primarily focused, however, on going for the split push. And as you can see, 88% team fight, 82% team fight with the Sunbin as well as the Princess Frost. They are definitely the one creating that space in order for the Arlie to go for that kills and hits. So really good job in terms of the rotation, and even the draft composition to Have Fun in here. I think utilized it so well.
Now let's talk about who deserves to be crowned as the MVP. But of course, if there's a Sunbin, okay, it's an automatically MVP. And as I've said during the first series, I mean, there's a meme that's going on in ranked games. They definitely hate Sunbin.
yeah.
But in terms of like utilizing Sunbin in tournaments, well, you gotta love what he can bring to the plate. He provided 14 assists. He's not even getting kills. He's not even dying. He just supports all the way. 14 assists for Evolution to close game number 1. And he's just doing what a support does. And that gives him the right to be called the MVP of game number 1. So for the Acer, I mean, they have to think of ways on how to catch up, because they have to eliminate threats. I mean, remove Sunbin, remove a lane, figure out where or who is gonna be the annoying ones, and get the right heroes for their pool.
Well, one thing I noticed in here is that Malaysian teams, they do really love to secure a farm laner that can go solo in the farm lane, and in such a way they can rotate on a 4-1 type of rotation and create more ganks in place to weaken the lanes or particular lane in the opponent's side. So I think that's the play style that they have to work on countering, because so it now depends on how they want to cancel that. It's either they could ban out right off the bat, high mobility farm laners hero once it is on the second phases of the banning, like that of the Arlie, of course, or maybe even when there's the Sunbin on the opponent's side, don't go for a melee type of roamer to front and soak in the damage, especially on the early stages of the game. It's gonna hurt that melee roamer a lot. We saw it from the Zhang Fei, we saw it from the Lianpo. I mean, the Sunbin is just so annoying in terms of the pokes he can dish out against this hero. But definitely, it's a battle between different play styles, and I think it's now up to Team Azir Highness on how they will decide on countering this one out.
No doubt. I mean, we did not see everything yet, and there is still room for a surprise. Game number 2 is gonna be ahead. So for you guys who's currently watching, do not forget to scan this QR code right here to be in the community. So grab your phones, make sure to scan this one up so you can be part of our Discord community. And if you're there, you're gonna be updated with news. You're gonna be updated with the latest happenings on when is the Season 2 going to happen. And to prepare for Season 2, might as well find your teammates, find a team to join in, and then find a screammates. Probably practice in order for you to qualify or to make it to the Season 2. Because just like just like what's happening here, the competition is way too tight, and for them to qualify or to reach the semifinals, well, they've shown a lot of effort, Kaysaya, and we cannot disregard the efforts that the semifinalists have shown all throughout this Clash on Air Cup Season 1. And, with that, we have to at least congratulate them for making it this far.
Yes, that's right. I mean, this is top 4 we're talking about, and all of the top 4 teams will actually be able to take home something from the prize pool. And talking about the prize pool, it is a total of 600 Malaysian ringgit, and that is equivalent to around 7,200 Philippine peso or $127 for our international audience. And everyone up until the 4th placer, they will receive diamonds as well as Star Stone, and that is for each player. So you get something out of it. And of course, to those teams who did not make it to the top 4 cut, they also, they won't be getting any share from the prize pool, but it is the experience that they're going to be taking home. So the Honor of Kings is just starting this upcoming June 20. So you guys make sure to, get everything that you can for your portfolio already as a team, as a player. So that is definitely something, because definitely for sure sponsors, brands, and esports organizations are going to be coming in looking for players like you.
For players like you. And that is why you need to keep on grinding. You need to show the world who you are, and with those consistent or consistent practice, that makes you excel on top. And you don't have to worry if you were not part of the Season 1. Well, there's still room for the next season for you to join. Or if you did not make it to the quarterfinals, or did not make it to the grand finals, well, might as well try up again next season. Might as well see if that is definitely your season, because that is what we want to see. That is how you adjust into this game. Speaking of adjustments, I hope that this game is gonna get close as it can get. Like what we've seen from the early game, somehow they have to hold that game, because for have fun, seems like they're enjoying every moment when they are trying to rotate. But for Byron being removed, I mean, I'm not gonna enjoy that personally, because this guy's annoying.
Definitely, but do you remember we still have the Elaine option here? Maybe that's going to be one of the prio picks on the side of Azir Highness in here. We'll have to find out. But again, on the first pick, they're just going to be securing 1, so they have to be very careful on their next banning here, because if you are on the red side, of course, you get to secure two powerful heroes they want on their lineup. So if they leave, for example, the Sunbin as well as the Princess Frost available, then it's going to be looking scary. And I love that. They have actually respected the Princess Frost from the side of have fun.
Well, you have to respect Princess Frost because of the crowd control that it can bring, but of course, having the first pick advantage, there's no time to waste. Let's lock in Dolia, one of the effective support heroes in the game. So having a Dolia with the Celestial Melody, enabling some of the team members to have their ultimates reset, and that means you're gonna get double. And if you're talking about a lane, well, you're gonna be getting double Dead at Sunset. But let's see on how or who JC will be using that ultimate too. Is it either Oyores or is it either some of the heroes here? Are we gonna see Jiao Chan actually? I love Jiao Chan personally when it was partnered with Dolia.
Yeah, unlimited ult, definitely. But here we see how Have Fun reacted on the Princess Frost ban. Okay, no Winter of Frost in here coming from Princess Frost, but then again, they do have the Lady Jen to match one up. So they are still gonna be partnering it up with the Sunbin. This is still looking scary. So still a pretty similar lineup from what Had Fun had a while ago. But let's see how they're gonna be executing this one out. As they could potentially cancel out this time the Arlie. They don't want to give the Arlie again, okay? Okay, there you go. Finally, they banned out the Arlie. That's definitely a good decision coming from Azir Highness.
Well, also a good decision for them to ban the U1 because of the sustainability that it brings. Imagine having a U1 just loading a lot of heals during team fights, and with the Unending Sorrow ultimate, it heals teammates, it damages opponents, and with the reset coming in from Dolia, imagine that he can use that 2 times in a single fight. So that's way scary. Remove the U1 because they don't have that mid hero yet, but they still have to figure out on who to put in the mid lane to face Lady Jen. And for the marksman, it seems like, okay, I've missed this hero. Wanzong, one of those heroes that is not being picked regularly, but if they wanted to at least unleash a pack of punch, well, he's your go-to guy. But Mormayin, okay, it's pretty logical for Clash Lane.
Yeah. Seems like they wanna secure that one out anyway for now. A while ago when we were seeing Wang Zhong, I mean, not bad, but I think they're gonna be okay. They wanna steal it away. I wonder if that's just a bait to force out members of Azir Highness to okay, pick it up. But Wang Zong is gonna be not gonna be so safe on a Luna as well as Mayin, because he can get misplaced from his position if there is the kick coming from the Mayin or maybe the Luna trying to go all in from him, especially on the early stages of the game. Yes, there is some sorts of shield here and there, but early game time, if we're talking about that, that's not going to be enough. But Cannonball and Hoi will be closing out the final picks for both of the teams. For you, VinZG, what do you say about the draft that we have for each of the teams that we have right now?
We've seen Ganemo becoming more and more annoying with the couple blades. You know, short, long, once it hits your enemy, it's gonna be hurting a lot. So you have to watch out for the scaling, but one good thing about having Ganemo as your opponent, it's quite squishy. And speaking of heroes like Luna, that can easily go up against the backline, and then that's really, really good. And especially for Ganemo to be picked up most of the time. And
that's true.
The Wang Zong, actually, he's gonna try to bring out the ulteriorly most of the time, but if Luna spots him, you like go out of that ulteriorly mode just to at least go and find some respect, because for Wang Zong, he has that mobility to escape somehow.
Yeah, that's true. But we'll see how they're going to be going on that lane matchup. As we see, pretty much equal footing for both Wang Zong as well as the Hoi, as they have the range that they need. So no mismatch on that one. We're just going to be talking about late game potential later on how they're going to be positioning themselves. But meantime, onto the mid, we see members actually just checking as to who can actually go for that steal on the cannon. It seems like it's Have Fun doing it right now.
well, they want to at least poke a lane as much as they can and then focus on the jungle camps. They are trying to invade clearly. They don't mind, the debuff coming in from the early stage of the game though. But for them, the priority is to reduce the resources coming in from Acer Highness. But for the Clash lane somehow, you can see a lane. Fiorix, having a hard time. He's struggling up against the Maying from Shang 0818. Humble God trying to steal the objective, but unfortunately, it's gonna be reset though.
Oh, look at that! A dash in under the tower of Team Have Fun right now. Super low on HP. Apparently, they did not get the kill. Lagging on damages of the moment. That is a really nice attempt coming from Azir Highness.
That's a really, really nice attempt to at least escape. Lady Jen, William, he's quite safe for now, but for Acer, I hope that LXY is gonna be safe because of this attempt. But I'm seeing the Have Fun members here focusing on the Musashi.
Oh, look at that first blood coming from the side of Have Fun. This is brought to you by Easy on Air. Nobu, they really want to cancel out Nobu and actually going for that online, going for that power spike. Because we were talking a while ago how he got this, buff from his S1. So I think this is a good job coming from Have Fun to actually stop the Musashi from going online. So they're stealing out all the jungle camps that they can and even trying to kill him whenever possible.
All about the elimination. For Have Fun getting the first blood,
Oh,
to follow up.
that was a really nice Burning Sun arrow. And we do know if the Burning Sun arrow was actually used from really far away, the stun is going to take much longer. And that is what has happened in the middle lane on the side of Azir Highness, making Soju die out of the process. Hold the thought. Hold the thought, because on the top side, Lane is in a bad position right now. And again, so is Nobu, because he's going to be chased down in here. Getting slowed, forced to use the healing dew. And, man, look at the jungle camps. If I am the jungler, I'm going to be so annoyed. But hold the thought, because another death in here from the side of Azir Highness, as another will fall down. But off-cam kill is the Dongwang going for the kill against the Hoi. Lots of clashes here and there because another kill from the side of Have Fun. No, not even that, because another one in here. Really prolonged team fights here and there. But I think this time, a member of Azir will be able to survive.
They need to chill here, but for Have Fun to take their resources way too quick. They're just invading the territory of the Acer Highness. So even though they did not secure the kill, once that they force, wait a minute.
Utilizing the ult, will be able to survive in here, getting the time ticking bomb. Yes, he will. Nice usage of ult in here by Yorix. At the same time, this is a good way also, good timing for the side of Azir Highness to actually go for that objective take.
Well, objectives are quite the cream of the crop here for the Have Fun, but it seems like after that they secure the invades, the jungle camps, they wanted to go for the bigger prize, and that is the kills, and they wanted to at least go way too deep.
Once more, because in here, another member of Azir will fall down, but the Luna has been shot down by the Musashi, but Musashi will fall down into the hands of the Mayin. Lots of exchanges of kill, 2-for-1 exchange so far, but then again, Lane won't stop because he will go target the Hoi. There is a chase right now. There is a slow and time bomb coming from the Sunbin, forcing the members of Azir Highness to back away.
My goodness. Look at how they control the jungle camp. So from there, the whole scenario revolves towards that take. So they are not letting Nobu get what he wants. He just wanted to take the buff. He just wanted to take the Azure or Crimson buff, but they're just denying that possibility. So as you can see, they're just snowballing. For Luna to at least secure that buffs here and then once that he goes for the kill, especially the Azure Golem buff, as a magical damage dealing assassin kind of hero emotion is, that works wonderfully.
Very well, yes. This time Nobu has a lot of catching up to do. right now. But again, they're having a tough time because Swangzong couldn't find the best position that he can whenever team fight happens. Burning Sun Arrow will connect to one member on the side of Azir Asgard. Azir, but is this the chance for them to actually go all in now? No. Oh, there is the minion waves, but it will be cleared really fast by Soldier.
Well, talking about the clears right now, but for have fun, they're just baiting the members of the Acer Highness to go out of your map. Probably we start the fight, and seems like they cannot wait any longer.
Here we go. Gonna be using that ult to clear all the minion waves onto the mid. Lots of folks here and there. At least, you know what? What I like in here is that Azir is actually able to defend their towers whenever there's an attempt coming from Have Fun. But Emotion in here going all in. There's the sustain. Do remember coming from the lane, but this is 3v1. Gonna be using that ult. Nice backup incoming from the side of Azir Highness in here. Will this be enough? However, they're still breathing. I mean, there is still hope from Azir as we see in here, VZG.
Now, another thing that needs to be done here is for Azir Highness is to wait for the charges that is being set up by the Have Fun. But for them, they still forget the Clash Lane. The tower is still
Looks
intact.
like they're gonna go all in, however, under the tower right now. One member on the side of Azir is so low. Actually, they will kill off the Mayin in the process. A lane will fall down, however. A 1-for-1 trade so far. Burning Sun R will connect onto Wang Zong, but then again, Nobu is gonna go all in here. 3 members about to go low. Will there be a Sunbeam? Oh, that skill did not connect, but there is a chase. Yes, he will fall down now this time, and that while that is happening, you can see Luna actually on the middle lane going for the clearing of minion waves. Will he go join the team fight up top, or will he go push on the mid? That is the question.
That is going to be the question, but the question is, how will Acer Highness fight back? Because they need to produce more and more. Birdie Sanaro, not gonna hit over to anyone, so quite safe. Well, with their keys to victory at this rate, they just need to drag this game for too long, and which they're doing quite right. 5-8 score, but seems like the goal differential is not that skyrocketing yet. So they still have that opportunity to turn things around if they want to. They just have to watch out for Luna most of the time. And then if they can eliminate Sunbin, well, they can do the honor just to at least prevent them from escaping way too fast.
Will there be a successful attempt of steal in here coming from the side of Azir Asgard? They're coming in. Oh, look at that crucial kill tap coming from the God and Mo. Really nice execution of skills. They didn't have him to use a smite in here, but one member about to fall down. Yes, the Musashi will be killed in the process along the one. Luna is trying to go in, but has to back away because the artillery is ready here coming from Humble God. So at least there is still hope from Azir Highness in here. You can see how they try to go for a defensive play, even going for, steals from objectives, but the mid is getting pushed. Good clearing of wave coming from Have Fun as well.
Now, for Acer Highness, for their towers to be intact, especially the Clash Lane, this is gonna be a hard time for them, but just look at how the Clash Lane outer tower is now exposed, so this is gonna be a freebie as of now, but seems like Acer Highness knew how to defend really well at this.
Oh, Julia will fall down onto the hands of Mayan. The team fight continues, and here we go. I mean, the slow from the Sunbin was just so annoying. That even stopped the Dolia from backing away. Just really getting chased by the members of Fun. Quite unfortunate.
Quite unfortunate for them, it seems, because some of the heroes, or probably Sunbin to be exact, controls the move speed of each and every players in this battlefield. I mean, just threw in some slows, make his teammates fast. It's all about the chase. If they wanted to go, they still have that kit to at least chase down their opponents. And this is when they are struggling. For Acer Highness, they don't have anything to cleanse that debuff, only to endure that kind of slow, but they have to at least resist that. But
Oh,
objective
Burning
being taken
Sonara connected to two members on the side of Acer Asgard in here. One was able to back away. Noble tried to go for that kill. Ladies and will fall down. But then again, you can see in the process, the Overlord is getting confused. Will you get me or not? Because they're going to go for the team fight first as Huyi secures that kill onto the L lane. Lots of members on the side of Acer as Highness has already fallen down. It's now just Humble God as well as Noble left alive for Acer.
Well, they can go for the Shadow Overlord, but she's like, okay, let's take this opportunity to take more and more high ground towers, expose the crystal, and now they're not stopping.
You're definitely not stopping. Artillery has been here, has been popped, and there you go. High ground will fall down still. I think it was quite far away on bringing that ult out. Could have been nearer onto the high ground, but then again, we were talking about three members going for the tower take up top. So I guess regardless, it will still fall down, even if the Huangzong goes nearer onto the high ground tower on the top lane.
For this, I mean, Acer Highness, they still need to tighten up their defense. But look at the items though. I mean, Blazing K for Musashi trying to commit that DOT, damage over time, of course. And then for a lane, focusing on attack speed. He's not even committing towards to finish his Blazing Cape. But right now, for Have Fun, seems like they wanted to control the tempo, slowing heroes down just to take that inner tower at the bottom.
That's so true, but here we go. Maybe this is the time we're in. The slight nerf on the duration of anti-heal is taking effect as well. It's just like 0.5 seconds less, but then again, what they said is like, that is still a number that can complete 100%, from 3 seconds of stopping the heals coming from your opponent to 2.5. But anyway, we see the Shadow Overlord already being taken for free by Have Fun. They do have the capacity now to push with the dragons, the Shadow Vanguards on the lanes.
All that is left for Acer Highness is to defend this only high ground tower that's left at mid lane. I mean, they have the mid, they have the bot lane still, but the crystal is exposed because of the high ground on top tower being taken out. Now, the Shadow Vanguards are now marching, so it's gonna be hard for Acer Highness to defend their high grounds as of now.
And just like that, the bottom high ground tower will fall down. We can see Luna going in and going out. Musashi trying to CC him out. But to no afford as the Luna will still be able to back away and save his life. But then again, we can see free hitting Hoyi already in the back lane. Now, let's see. Ooh, the kick will connect coming from the Mayin, forcing one member. No, actually, they will be able to save her life. But again, free hitting in here onto the back line is the Hoyi. They're going to go for the kill. Lots of kills coming from the Sunbin as well. And one member left. Sojo is all alone. They're going to go head on to the Crystal and they will finish the game. Have Fun will definitely have fun on getting that 2-0 win, moving forward to the Grand Finals.
Congratulations to Have Fun, HF, and they will be facing their fellow Malaysian team, XDG, in the Grand Finals. But, I mean, I want to say, nice try for the Acer Highness for giving their all into this semi-final series. But, of course, things are not yet done for the Acer Highness as they will be facing, their fellow Filipino team, Extraction, in the best of 3, or probably in the deciding the battle for third decider round. But talk about the game itself, it's not that quick. I mean, there's like they wanted to dictate the tempo. I mean, even Evolution as Sunbin, from untouchable, he got touched one time, even providing 15 times. So she's like, they knew their priorities. Starbreaker for Shang, Pure Sky, Keras is just there. Damage coming from LXY, preventing them to at least come out of their base. But I'm seeing how Acer Highness trying to work on their situation. But still, to no avail. They were overtook by the Have Fun. Because there's no reason for them to lose already. They have that opportunity. Yes, they are losing William as on some critical times. But, that doesn't stop them. I mean, LXY and William being dying at crucial times during the team fight, but that doesn't stop them from producing kills, creating space, and ending this game on a win.
That's so true. And the MVP of the game is going to be another Sunbin. 0-1-15 KDA score. With, look at that. There is, of course, the damage deal that has contributed so well, especially on the early stage of the game, poking out the members of their opponent of Team Azier Highness. Still really nice try. And I can't help but see as well the Void Staff. I was looking at the itemization here. Void Staff on the Luna, just stopping out the tankiness that the Alain as well as the Masashi has. But then again, Sunbin wins game right now for our Dater. I wonder how it's going to be later on the grand finals, because both of the two Malaysian teams that are moving, that are already in the grand finals, are utilizing this hero. So I'm so excited how they're going to be canceling this out, or there's definitely going to be a tug of war or mind games in the draft later on to get this Sunbin.
Well, I can't wait to see what's going to happen here. Probably remove Sunbin. To be fair, they have to remove the common denominator, but is it going to be them opening that slot just to secure a ban towards another hero that can provide so much pain to them, or Sunbin is going to be freely be utilized by both of the teams? So that's what I want to find out in the grand final. So we're done with the semis, ladies and gentlemen, and we are now proceeding towards the grand finals. Now, from the best of 3 series, let's up it up a little bit. Let's tune it down a notch. Let's try to make it a best of 5. So whoever wins 3 games is going to be crowned as the Clash OnAir Cup Season 1 champions. And for these 2 Malaysian teams, they are now preparing. So for now, we are just going to be heading over towards a short break. So ladies and gentlemen, Vince G and Kaysaya will be right back here on the Clash OnAir Cup Season 1. So don't go away, guys. We'll be right back.
Have gained immense significance in the world of business. With the ability to connect companies with their customers and stakeholders, regardless of geographic locations, virtual events have become a vital tool for modern businesses to expand their reach and influence. Additionally, virtual events can be more sustainable than a traditional event, as they eliminate the need for attendees to travel, reducing the event's carbon footprints and overall environmental impact. The question is, how can you make your virtual event stand out and capture the attention of your target audience? That's where a 3D virtual set can help. Come, let me show you. A 3D virtual set can help you create stunning environment that will capture your audience attention and leave a lasting impression. After all, the key to successful event is ensuring that your audience engage with your message and achieve the desired objective. 3D virtual set can reduce costs while still creating an immersive and engaging experience for your audience. With Virtual 3D Set, you have the complete control over your design and the layout of your virtual space. This means you can create custom backdrop, set up a branding element that is uniquely set up just for your audience to enjoy. By adding interactive elements and gamifications, you can make your virtual event even more engaging and memorable. A 3D virtual set also provides multiple angles to capture attendees' attention span. You can easily switch between different angles to highlight the speakers, products, or interactive elements. A 3D virtual set can create a dynamic and engaging experience for your audience. This can help to keep audience engaged and motivated throughout the event, leading to better outcomes and results. In today's competitive business landscape, a 3D virtual set can be the key to standing out and creating a truly memorable and engaging virtual event. So why not consider using a 3D virtual set for your next virtual event? Contact us now and see the benefits yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Jan, lead for global esports products at IAG Global, and I'm here today to share what we have in store for our fans and players around the world. It's going to be an exciting year for Honor of Kings and esports. The game will be launching in phases throughout the year around the globe. Building on our successful launch in Brazil, we'll be expanding and opening game pre-registrations in selected regions, including Eastern Europe, South Asia, the Middle East, and North Africa. At the core of our ecosystem, we'll be focusing on you, the player, and teams around the world. Our plan is to invest $15 million to build an international esports ecosystem. This system will include local and global tournaments specifically designed for our different regions, aiming to give more players and teams the opportunity to participate in our esports programs. We have established our Pro League in Brazil last year, and we will be looking into building more in the other regions following the game's launch plans. For regions without a dedicated product, we'll be hosting other professional tournaments, bringing teams together to compete against each other, to earn a spot for the new global competitions we are introducing. So please let me share with you the exciting news that we will be launching the Global Invitational Series, with the first season kicking off with the Intercontinental Invitational in March in Istanbul, where the world's top team will compete for glory. This will be followed by the second season of the Intercontinental Invitational, where we will share more details soon. Come midsummer, we will host the Mid-Season Invitational with $1 million prize pool, and where the new KPL Dream Team will compete for the first time against the rest of the world for the year's first honor. At the end of the year, the pinnacle of esports, the Honor of Kings Championship Invitational, will determine the strongest team in the world. Oh, it's a lot to take in, and I'm excited to be part of creating this journey for all of our fans and players around the world. 2024 to Global Honor.
我是 Honor of Kings 的全球发行制作人牛刘。今天我有一个激动人心的消息要分享。随着近期的发布 ，Honor of Kings 现已向土耳其、中东、北非、东欧、中亚和南亚的玩家开放。这意味着全世界更多的 MOBA 爱好者现在可以享受 Honor of Kings 带来的迷人手游 MOBA 体验。自2015年推出以来，Honor of Kings 不仅是最早的手机 MOBA 之一，还有全球最大的玩家基数。随着我们将 Honor of Kings 扩展到全球更多的区域，我们致力于不断提升所有玩家的手机 MOBA 体验。在这次发布中，我们将建立区域本地的服务器，以确保玩家享受流畅稳定的高质量游戏表现。除了本地化的语言版本之外，我们还将逐步引入本地化的英雄、皮肤、配音等。我们非常重视玩家体验，所以努力创造一个公平公正的竞技游戏环境。此外，我们将投资$1500万来建设 Honor of Kings 的本地和全球电竞生态系统。在不久的将来 ，Honor of Kings 将逐步在全球其他区域上线。我们将在第一时间与全球玩家分享这一扩展的最新信息，以及更多关于游戏的信息。I look forward to meeting you in Honor of Kings.
Hello everyone, I'm Dean, the lead designer of Honor of Kings. Today I'm excited to introduce Honor of Kings to all of you. Since its birth in 2015, Honor of Kings has gone through more than 40 version updates. With more than 1,000 team members participating in its development, it has also gathered feedback from millions of players across tens of millions of matches, making it the most played competitive mobile game in the world. In order to let more players experience the joy of mobile MOBAs, we adhere to the following design principles in Honor of Kings. Firstly, to ensure that all players can enjoy the game, we have kept the size of initial download to a minimum, which still maintaining leading graphic and frame rate levels, allowing players with both budget and high-end devices to enjoy the game smoothly. Secondly, we provide free access to all heroes and their accompanying skins, as well as free trials of all heroes during the launch months. This ensures that both new players and experienced mobile MOBA users can quickly get started. Finally, in addition to original heroes and skins, we will also introduce both globally popular IP characters from global partnerships, as well as regionally exclusive heroes and skins. We hope that Honor of Kings can bring a more enjoyable gaming experience to players, and we look forward to receiving your feedback. Let's start your Honor of Kings journey. See you in the game.
Hey, I'm Evan, and I'm here with my colleagues on the community team to listen to what you, our players, are saying about Honor of Kings. Good or bad, your experiences are crucial to help shape the game's future development and make Honor of Kings the best MOBA it can be. Everyone's voice counts, so don't be shy in sharing your feedback. That said, listening alone isn't enough. We also want to engage in constructive, two-way dialogue with our community. To demonstrate this commitment, we've already opened regional social media channels operated by local community managers and will continue to do so in the run-up to Honor of Kings worldwide launch later this year and beyond. Welcome to the Honor of Kings community, each and every one of you.
Imagine you can elevate your virtual event with this. What about this? and this. Hi, I'm Frigo from Easy On Air, your virtual live savior. In Easy On Air, we aim to help 1,000 MNC to maximize the live streaming experience, deliver high quality content, and unforgettable digital event to their audience. Have you ever had chaotic moments during your virtual event due to technical issues like slow internet connections, low audio and video quality, and you end up with bad reputation and cannot hit your sales target? What can you do with Easy On Air to avoid the problems I mentioned? Number one, you can have 100% customizable solutions for delivering exceptional live streaming experience. Number two, provide flawless virtual event flow. And number three, create interactive virtual sections and have fun with your audience. You can leave your contact details here and our live streaming specialist will be in touch with you. So, are you ready? In recent years, virtual events have gained immense significance in the world of business. With the ability to connect companies with their customers and stakeholders, regardless of geographic locations, virtual events have become a vital tool for modern businesses to expand their reach and influence. Additionally, virtual events can be more sustainable than a traditional event, as they eliminate the need for attendees to travel, reducing the event's carbon footprint and overall environmental impact. The question is, how can you make your virtual event stand out and capture the attention of your target audience? That's where a 3D virtual set can help. Come, let me show you. A 3D virtual set can help you create stunning environment that will capture your audience attention and leave a lasting impression. After all, the key to successful event is ensuring that your audience engage with your message and achieve the desired objective. 3D virtual set can reduce costs while still creating an immersive and engaging experience for your audience. With Virtual 3D Set, you have the complete control over your design and the layout of your virtual space. This means you can create custom backdrop, set up a branding element that is uniquely set up just for your audience to enjoy. By adding interactive elements and gamifications, you can make your virtual event even more engaging and memorable. A 3D virtual set also provides multiple angles to capture attendees' attention span. You can easily switch between different angles to highlight the speakers, products, or interactive elements. A 3D virtual set can create a dynamic and engaging experience for your audience. This can
After all the teams that we've witnessed and see on day number 1, we are now finally here on our grand finals, Clash on Air Cup Season 1. We are now going to see and determine who is going to be our first ever Season 1 champions. By the way, Vince G and Kaisaya, we will be with you up until the very end, as we are going to make sure that we don't miss out on the history that is going to unfold here tonight. So, Isaiah, I am looking forward to the clash of the two best teams that we currently have here.
Yes, and these are two Malaysian teams. Our questions have been answered. A while ago, we were wondering if it's going to be a mix of two different countries, but Malaysian so far, these teams have proven that they are the current strongest in Southeast Asia. But let's take a look at the updated bracket that we have. So as you can see already, we are now just waiting whether it is going to be XDG or Have Fun for both Malaysian teams, who's going to be ending up as the champion. Meanwhile, on the back end, we will, unfortunately, we will not be able to see on stream the match between the Battle for Third match between Extraction PH as well as Azier Highness PH. But of course, if you're following our social media, for sure, you'll get the updates. So, what do you say about these two teams that is about to have this matchup in the grand finals, Vinzigi?
Well, for these two teams, well, no doubt that they are going to give it their all, because this is the grand finals. There's no reason for them to back out and lose this one, and if they do, they'll be ended up in second place. So after all the matches that they face, of course, this is going to be the make or break moment, and what we've seen is just a glimpse of what is going to happen. But for now, all we know that the common denominator from all of these teams is the Sun Bin. So probably he's gonna be on high demand. Either remove him, or whoever gets the first pick priority first is going to secure him. So let's see on how are they going to utilize that. But for now, this is going to be an exciting treat for all of you, because this is history in the making.
Definitely a history in the making, but let's move forward to the draft. We are so excited on how they're gonna be, use those psycho moves to actually, get that pick on the Sunbeam. But no, this is a write-off ban on the Sunbeam. They're not gonna give it away, even though they're actually the first pick in here, because anyway, it's gonna get banned. But for me, maybe XCG could have just let the team have fun to just ban it out. But for them, they just wanna, just ban it out right off the bat.
I agree. Might as well ban it out right off the bat. One of those annoying heroes as well was Luna. So actually, with their free time earlier on, seems like for XDG, they are watching the gameplay of the Have Fun for HF. So there's no way that they're gonna be utilizing the Luna. So they will be forced to use another jungler hero. So that gives room for Dolia to be picked by the XDG, and their answer to that, okay, Daxiao is available. Why not secure this hero together with the Wang Xiaojun or Princess Frost?
Yes, for sure. And this is the first time that we see again the two mostly banned roamers. In previous patches, Dolia and Daxiao, it's different this time because they're going to be showing off in the battleground. But at the same time, though, we still see the Princess Frost, just like I mentioned. But Yuhuan getting a pick in here as the second prio pick for the side of XDG. We do know that they want to add another layer of sustain for themselves. It's not just going to be the Dolia giving those heals here and there, but also the Yuan giving more protection for the Hoi, so that he can dish out more damage in the backline.
Well, your favorite hero comes into play. Lady Sun is gonna be cartwheeling every time that we see him, because we see her actually this hero has that high amount of damage output, and he has that escape mechanism, or probably some catching up with the rolling raid, enabling her to have his damage enhanced. So this is what I love about Lady Sun, and at the same time unleashing ultimate shell just to make sure that it's gonna make an impact every time that they secure a target. Well, it's gonna be hard actually for Ho Yi if ever that he got bullied in the farm lane with this Lady Sun.
That's true, that's true. But I love the fact in here that both of the teams actually respected the lane as well as the Musashi and Kaiser from the drafts, even the Mayin. We have been discussing a while ago how crucial it is to actually secure a comfort pick on the Clash lane. But for these two very competitive Malaysian teams, they want to ban this one out. The Fuzi, surprisingly, is banned here too. We didn't usually see that much of a Fuzi. I couldn't recall correctly, but maybe in the off-stream matches, this is something that they want to respect out of team have fun as well. Ooh, a Nakaruru pick in here. We've seen really good Nakaruru plays. I'm so excited to see that one once more. But Guan Yu, I think this is going to give more potential for initiates for the side of XDG as well.
Actually, Guan Yu, we haven't seen Guan Yu coming in from Demon Lover. Okay, might as well remove a lane. There's not gonna be a problem. If you pick Dharma, just in case, okay, we're gonna be fighting that one with the Guan Yu, but for Cao Cao to be the final pick for the side of HF. So that means they are going to mean business here because of how this hero actually cleanse the debuffs with his blood-soaked legend ultimate. So let's see how they play this out. And quite interesting on the draft because this some of the heroes, yes, we've seen this before, but this forced them to use those heroes that we've never seen, like Guan Yu, Cao Cao. Well, how do they utilize it in the Hero's Gorge? Let's find out.
Yes, we definitely will find out. At least it excites us to see how they're going to be utilizing this one. But yeah, XDG versus Have Fun. Both Malaysian teams. This is a best of 5 grand finals. It is a race to 3. We're casters. I'm Kaysai. With me is VZG. Let's get it on, VZG.
Let's get it on. And it seems like they wanted to get it on at mid lane. We can see
Right.
2-1-2 split and 1-2-1 split.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
It did
Saved.
all of those CCs, but then again, look at that. That is definitely gonna be saving his side. That is the one that is super annoying on a Datsao.
I mean, he only have a 1 hit left, but he managed to at least recall out to safety, so that's a good thing. And as for Guan Yu, actually receiving massive damage coming from the Dharma. What? Wait a minute.
The fight is gonna go. First blood is gonna go in favor of Have Fun right now. This first blood is brought to you by Easy on Air. Even the Cao Cao is gonna go secure another kill in there, visiting from the jungle towards the mid lane. So this is so far a really good first minute of the match in favor of Have Fun.
Wow, I mean, they're playing their cards right. I mean, imagine evading that possible first blood. They managed to send home Princess Frost just early, and then for Cao Cao to secure a double kill right off the bat, that is indeed a good counterattack. Once you reach level 4, it's go time for them. Guan Yu even receiving so much amount of damage coming in from the Dharma. It seems like XDG needs to at least figure out how are they going to fight back with this.
That's true, but they have rotated towards the bot lane. But LXY do know that he needs to be very careful, as members of Team XAG was actually missing off the map. But this is the gank that maybe HF is also looking for on the mid lane. Meanwhile, LXY super low on HP already, getting slowed, getting poked by the members of XDG, and that is a good backup coming from the Dolia to power up the Hoyi.
Well, for Wolves, he definitely needs a bodyguard, but for Guan Yu, Demon Lover, bodyguard is all he needs right now, because I can see the attempt here for Have Fun to at least spot the Demon Lover.
Uh-oh, gotta be very careful in here. The Truth Mantra will connect in here, getting slowed down as well. But the Winter is here, and he will fall down. Ult has been popped by the Daxiao, but we'll see what will happen in there. Instead, they're just gonna go for a tower push, it seems. We don't see it currently as it's being covered by the Dharma, but at least I think it seems like a good enough damage against the tower.
Agree, and definitely the fight isn't stopping yet. For Have Fun, they're enjoying the advantage that they have, and for XDG, they just have to rely on the mid to late game damage. They have to protect Wolves at all costs. So for Wolves, all that he needs to do is to farm up, and it seems like they wanted to apply so much pressure in the farm lane. The bot lane is going to be the key for XDG to win, but as for Have Fun, okay, we're going to be bullying your Clash laner.
Indeed, they have been bullying Guan Yu up top in here, but backup incoming from the Nakururu, at least just to clear off the minion waves. They're not gonna fully commit because they are outnumbered in there in a 3v2 situation. Meantime, in the middle lane, we can see the waves coming. Oh, look at that! The stun will connect coming from the Hoye, healing of LXY right in the process. But meantime, there goes a chase. XDG will fall back because as we can see, our wall is actually super low.
That is quite good. They managed to make sure that they're going to be getting that good, juicy kill. They did not let go of that kill right off the bat. XTG found a way to get off.
Oh, Burning Sun arrow did connect, but look at that secure coming from the Hu Yan in the process still. LXY super low in HP rolling back away, saving his life, but to no afford because the Guardia will kill off the Lady Sun. Still though, the members of Team AHF are actually chasing off the members of XDG onto the bottom lane. We'll see if there's gonna be something that will connect. Truth Mantra again right off the bat. The Hoyi will fall down, and there you go, snowballing in the process, but still we can see the lead in terms of kill from the side of HF.
For Have Fun, enjoying every moment right off the bat, right off the start. Well, they just have to protect the lead that they have. But for XDG, sure, they're figuring out how to bounce back. Well, they have Ayano Koji's Nakororo, they have Wolves Hoyi, and for Demon Lover, seems like he found an opportunity to utilize his hero. Guan Yu actually having the Razor Cavalry crowd control just to at least be handy in team fights. And every time that Guan Yu rode his mighty horse, I mean the heroic charge, tries to drag down every opponent that they see on the map. And for that, Demon Lover is quite annoying. But for Shang, okay, I'm gonna try to poke you out, steal some lizards right from the bat, and then go out away. And force a push towards the top Clash lane. So this is gonna be exciting.
Cao Cao on the bot lane for members from the side of HF right now, trying to push the bot lane tower. Ult has been popped by the Daxiao, and in here in the process, Hoyi will fall down too. There goes the stairs, the slow as well. The waves will be used by the Dolia just to save herself, but the backup isn't coming. Nakoruru to save the lives of the members of XDG right now. And is this the turnaround that XDG is looking for? They have wiped out HF.
They have turned the tables into their favor, found a way to stop the early game snowball coming in from the HF. So all that they need to do is to pick off LXY most of the time, and that's what you see right now. 3 deaths, no kills at all. So for Lady Sun not to be able to farm up, this is gonna be troublesome for the HF. Not unless they have that mid to late game insurance. Probably rely on Cao Cao, sure. Probably rely on Dharma at least, just to at least soften up their defense. But if you don't have your marksman dealing damage from the back, this is gonna be troublesome. And SDG, they are protecting Hoyi with their life all the time.
Yeah, that's true. That's the problem with the Lady Sun here. This is a late game hero. No steal coming from the side of HF on that part, but that is a good way for them to clear off the mid as well as top. Now, maybe LXY is already trying to go for that objective takedown, but Cao Cao is in here to protect and give him space. But let's see how this one will go. 1v2 situation right now. There's the backup incoming from the Lady Sun, but he's quite far away. Smite has been used to slow down. Burning Sun arrow. Look at that one member will fall down. Princess Frost will be out of the map. So much critical damage coming from Ayano Koji.
Ayano Koji's Nakoruru, you need to take this hero seriously because of the Nakoruru's potential to pierce some of the weakest heroes that is on the map. That's mages, by the way, and some of the marksmen. So it's an easy burst, easy instant kill. It's not gonna be a problem for Ayano Koji to aim on the backlines, and that includes William and LXY.
More sustaining here into the middle lane. There's another connect. I really love the layering of skills in here coming from XDG right now. But the backup incoming from the Dharma right now. Going to be flashing away, but getting pushed and chased by the Guan Yu. I'm going to get the double kill as well. And more space for the rest of the damage dealers from XDG to go on a push. But they're going to respect that because they have to manage the waves on the top as well as go for an objective take on the Tyrant.
Now, objectives has been secured. XTG, they need to counter push. They need to knock down a clash lane, outer clash lane, or outer clash lane tower to even up the game. Because with this game time that we've seen, there's a potentiality of HF to let Lady Sun farm up the damage that they're lacking from the early stages of the game. So with that said, they have to tighten up their defense. They have the kit, actually. They still have the dash out making plays. He's now trying to safeguard Lady Sun in this process, but they just have to watch out on their position because XDG, they have the reposition hero, and it's a demon lover.
That's true, that's true. The Guan Yu is gonna be so annoying, but the Burning Sun Arrow will connect. Look at the burst damage! It is definitely a godlike move. Nakoruru will fall down in the process by the Cao Cao, but then again, it's an exchange of life. And at the same time, they will be able to get the push up top as well as in the mid. But I love what Shang is doing on the bot lane, but be careful because we can see the Guan Yu also looking towards there already.
Now we can see the horse charging in, and now the punches. Left and right coming in from Shang, but he will be taking a step back, but they are not stopping. The defense were there. They called in Dharma just to help them. But, you know, it's just a way of them to at least save Dharma from the Guan Yu potentiality. But for them, it's a clear and easy takedown of the Tyrant at the bot lane.
That's so true, that's so true. That's a lot of more space for XDG. Just what is Ayano Koji is already doing right now. Nice creation of space and vision by Demon Lover here on the Overlord camp. But do take note, members of XDG are already trying to eye. Burning Sun Arrow will connect to one member, but will that be enough? Will there be a steal? Yes, there will be a steal, and that will be secured by the Hoyi already. Getting knocked back in here by the Guan Yu. He will be dying on the process by the Lady Sun, but Lady Sun will fall down in exchange in here. So much exchanges. It is going to be a 3-for-3 right now. Everyone's just so separated, however, and now a calm down on the state. But overall, I think that is still a win on the side of XCG.
It is still a win though. 2-for-2 exchange, but they still have to at least get the most out of that fight. XDG is just marching confidently, and now they even have the Shadow Vanguard marching towards the lane. So this will annoy, or probably annoy, the minion waves probably for the side of HF. And now they have to tighten up their defense. For HF, if they wanted to catch up, they have to protect William. They have to protect LXY from the pressure that XDG is doing. And it seems like they wanted to get Dasha, because Dasha is going to be that protector that HF needs.
But something is happening up top, and here Nakoruru was all alone in there. I think that was a bad move on, not checking the bushes. I think they could have gone for a poke in the bushes, maybe called of either the Dolia or the Yuan, but that didn't happen. So I guess they have to wait a little bit for Ayano Koji to go back into the map. But because of the death, HF now has the capacity to go for a pressure up top. And as we can see, they're going to go for the push up top while capitalizing on the disappearance of Ayano Koji.
Well, I kind of love this game that I'm seeing right now. Yes, HF has that early game advantage towards the side of XDG, but XDG found a way to stop HF, but HF is
Oh,
now
look
trying to
at
bounce back.
the
Wait a minute, what's this?
back line! Guan Yu actually pushed out the members of HF. In the process as well, though, there was a burning arrow connecting, but the members of HF are actually able to escape. Do take note that Demon Lover is not actually in here to join the fight because he went super low from that engage.
And all I can say is that what he did was really risky, but it did pull off. It did manage to reset the members of the HF. It seems like the HF wants to give it a go, but with that crowd control from Demon Lover, it put a stop towards the advancements coming in from HF. But how are they gonna deal with this? I'm seeing some multiple setups. Zhang here being patient, 60 seconds for the Tyrant to spawn. And what is going to be the next move coming in from XDG? It's quite hard to figure out, but for them, for the HF, okay, let's try to make space for our junglers or for our marksman and his wife to farm what he needs to farm.
The good thing though on the side of HF's lineup in here is that the Dharma can just like put a pressure on the bottom lane while just waiting for the ult coming from the Daciao just like that to go back to a place where he can join a team fight. But I guess that was quite too early, but better safe than sorry because anyway Cao Sao on the top side already cleared off some minion waves, forcing some of the members of XCG to just back away.
Well, for XDG, they still have their mid intact. And now, even with the burning sun arrow not connecting, ×2 to the charm.
Yes, thanks to that celestial melody, but the members of HF in here seem like just gonna be hiding and be backing away, but they have to be very careful because Guan Yu is actually on the other side of the map, might be going for a push! Look at that beautiful push! Members of the side of HF right now are being obliterated, and just like that, Lady Soon has fallen down, and they're not even stopping as members of HF are going from one death to another, and that will not last. At least the Dharma will survive, but will that be enough?
Oh!
Okay, the Wings on Arrow did not connect thanks to that sidestep coming from Shang. But the question is, will he be able to defend the crystal as the members of XZG are already in here? Burning Sun Arrow will not connect, will be able to clear off the minion waves. Apparently not enough sustain for him as he will fall down. And it looks like this is it. 15-minute game time. XDG will win game 1.
For XDG, this is just the start. It seems like they need to focus on the next 2 games. They need to win this straight. They already have that momentum. XDG did a phenomenal game number 1, but the question is, that is a game of chances. HF almost had that in the bag, and we can see how equal the potential of these teams to win. But game number 2 can change everything, but let's see on what's gonna happen. But for now, it's all about the results. And interesting pick coming in from Dolia. Even as a support, he focused more on the damage, for the health regen reduction. So he's focusing more on the Imperial passive just to make sure he gets the most out of his opponents. And for all the Wolves, with the health regen reduction on hand, all that they need to do is to hit. So for Owol, being the magical damage dealer, physical damage, magical damage, he just managed to unleash that normal attacks together with Wool. So it's quite painful. And for Ayano Koji, that made his attacks more and more effective. So I kind of love the synchronization from all of the members of XDG, and I cannot forget Demon Lover for going up front, leading the charge, and then sacrificing his life just for the greater good.
Yes, it was literally a charge done with his horse, Demon Lover on the Guan Yu. But one thing we can also take note is that how LXY was missing on most of the team fights. Only 50% in comparison to what the rest of its teammates has, more than 66 up to 83%. So I think LXY was lacking on that aspect. And at the same time, Lady Sun is pretty much a mid to late game hero. Without the itemization that he needs, he definitely won't be able to contribute that much. But we take a look at our MVP. It's going to be Ayano Koji on the Nakururu with a score of 8-4. And yes, indeed, he did some really good ganks and visits on the lane, so I guess he deserves this MVP.
Well, for Yano Koji, he did so well when it comes to controlling the damage, playing with the jungle, getting those objectives. And no doubt, if you give Ayano Koji the Nakoruru, he's gonna be making the most out of it. Be a painful Nakoruru because of the skills that he has, and with the right synchronization of items and skills coming from his teammates, that made him a very, very much scary. That enables him to become more and more scary. Siege Breaker, Cuirass of Savagery, Star Breaker, Axe of Torment, you name it. Nakoruru, Ayano Koji, he definitely has the kick to at least eliminate or burst each and every one with his attacks.
Yes, that's true. I mean, he was like everywhere in the map, bot, mid, and the top. He was just like basically clearing off the jungle camps really fast and going for the backup. Whenever he sees the opportunity, the opponent overextending in any parts of the map, he'll just, okay, I'm just gonna finish this camp. Or maybe sometimes he would actually leave it and just go for the gank and make sure they will win the lane. So I guess that's the beauty. If you have a very aggressive and, a very decisive jungler who actually finds the opportunity to assist in each of the lanes. And I think overall, we did see how useful it was in the game. This additional sustain that the Dolia as well as the Yuan provided from that match. I mean, with those two, support. Heroes with healing capabilities that also allowed in the backline the Hoi to actually survive. And the main initiator, of course, we saw from the game that they had was actually the Guan Yu. He was just rotating, even though he had to travel quite far, the long cut. It's fine because he was like going for the push from the back line in order to initiate team fights.
That's a really, really good setup coming from Demon Lover. That shows that not only the lane must be feared, but of course my Guan Yu. So we have to watch for the Clash of Laners battle because they are setting up the pace, no doubt about that. And with Demon Lover loving that charge, no doubt about that, he managed to at least get caught of the attention. So what's good about Guan Yu is that he's a hero full of crowd controls, and that crowd control did really, really well in that last fight. So if you've seen the Razor Cavalry being put up into play, the heroic charge, and the soaring green dragon, and is that just for one specific hero only? It's for everyone that is along its way. So each and every one that's gonna be hit by the AoE skill, they have to be prepared, because if not, they're gonna be swept away with Guan Yu's sheer will to win this game. And even with the sacrifice that Demon Lover did, it's all worth it to end that game in 15 minutes.
That's true. I mean, we did see him going for the charge. Sometimes he even wouldn't die that easily because he does know it's what we call calculated moves. Like he doesn't know when to go flash away because it's not gonna be enough. But meantime, we go on to our game 2. Giraffe is already a 1-point lead in favor of Team XDG, which you can see on the red side, right side, and definitely Team Have Fun from Malaysia as well needs to find a way to actually make a comeback on this one. And now we see a Lamb being free for pick in here, but take note, Sunbin is available, Princess Frost is available. Maybe this is a duo combo that can be picked out by Team XDG again.
For Lamb to be available in the draft, Sunbin as well, being free from that banned prison. Okay, might as well sacrifice the Dahlia, open up the Sunbin. So they're gonna be taking up the Lamb first. They knew that because of the Lamb's first high prioritization pick. Well, we go for the counter. So for Sunbin and Ayano Koji's mainstay hero, which is the Nakoruru, who did an MVP earlier, well, you're gonna be having that repeated appearance. But seems like the sustains are just there, almost not letting go of the U1.
Yes,
it's not banned, so why not utilize this hero most of the time? So I'm kind of having this feeling that Guan Yu can be banned on this game. So they're gonna be targeting the Clash lane. For HF, they're gonna be trying to reduce the heroes of Demon Lover.
As you can see in here, the first 3 picks of Team XDG has skills where they can do additional movement speed. So it seems like in here, XDG would want to play on the map rotation for up against a team Have Fun. So we'll see about that. Although the Guan Yu was removed from their side, though they still have a lot of option in here for the Clash lane. However, a lane, by the way. Ooh, lots of Clash lane bans up against Demon Lover. You can see the avatar of Demon Lover is mad. Take a look at the avatar of... He is so mad because 3 of his heroes were banned by Have Fun. Come on.
We didn't even see that yesterday because of this new feature.
Yeah,
but right
yeah,
now,
I love it. I love it.
it's clear that he's really mad. I was expecting...
I'm mad. Like
I'm very, very
the
mad.
avatar is so funny. Well, yeah.
Okay.
What is
Dharma's
left
still
in
there.
here?
Dharma's still there.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
I mean, if Byron did not even go to the ban prison, I'm gonna be 100% sure that for Demon Lover, it's gonna be the Byron. It's gonna be the go time for Byron. But one of them actually doesn't have a Clash Laners yet. But they secured the Renji for them as the marksman for the farm lane. Liu Shan for Evolution. I'm gonna lock that up. So, who is gonna be our Clash Laner? There's a lot. I mean, they have Mayin, but Wu Yan is good. Dharma can be utilized, but okay.
Ata
with a spider.
Inter-
It's really nice.
Really nice indeed. They're deciding if they want to go for the Sunset as well. We'll see about that. Yeah. But anyway, let's take a look at the farm lane matchup first. There is definitely a range advantage for the Garo up against Direnji, but Direnji definitely has some more capability to actually save himself from any CCs that maybe where Princess Frost or Mayin will pull off. So I guess that is a wise decision coming from XDG to pick up the Direnji. At the same time, they do have a stun from the Direnji that they can utilize later on to pick off some targets from their side. And they have decided onto an Ata. Ata definitely good as well because of his capability to actually, it's pretty similar to the Dharma where he can actually, lock targets and close off and initiate team fights.
Well, for Ata here, utilizing the Ghost Ship in a very, very crucial team fights. This will enable some of the heroes to deal huge amounts of damage, especially for Nakoruru, utilizing the Amu Beyatoro, and for Yuan to go for the Mournful Temple crowd control, and of course the Unending Sorrow. Direnji will just have to hit no matter what on this game. So I'm gonna be expecting some plays here. And for Ata, if he has the smite, that means he's gonna go for the invade. But okay, I go for the flash instead.
Yeah. That's true. And now it is game 2 of the best of 5 grand finals match between XDG versus HF, both Malaysian teams. Not match point, but rather a 1-point lead in favor of XDG. We'll see how this one will go.
This is gonna be interesting because it's gonna be the matchup between U1 and Princess Frost. Personally, yep, I as a U1 user, it's quite hard to deal with the Princess Frost, but for now he's just doing it because he was forcing Princess Frost to back out a little bit because he still doesn't have that skill kits yet. Having to annoy them with some crowd controls, freeze them over, and then not being able to move. That's quite hard for you. But okay.
Super low on HP already is one member. The side of HF Mayin, definitely not on the capacity on the early stages of the game. First blood brought to you by Easy OnAir. There goes the chase. Nakoruru will get another kill in favor of XDG, and now with the death of Emotion, they will capitalize on stealing of the jungle cups. Not even done because Evolution is in a dangerous position right now. Gonna get stunned in here. Will he be able to save his life? The bomb will not connect, and at least he's still all alive.
Wow, they're holding on to this game, but wait a minute, they wanted to give it a go.
The they have to back away really because they're super low on HP. At least they did not get locked out. But I think nice try still from defending. But Wall is not gonna stop because he wants to get that kill secure against Mayin. And again, this is a very aggressive XDG we're seeing right now. The stuns coming from Evolution, trying to sustain, dealing off that damage and soaking in damage as well.
Wow.
A kill will go into the hands of Emotion in here, killing off the Sunbin, but they're not even done as Princess Frost will want to get more heals here and there, but gotta be very careful because Nakoruru will answer that back, going for another double kill.
Wow, that's a messy team fight there on top. Clash of Lane is full of action. XDG is ahead by 4 kills, 2-6 scoreline in just 2 minutes. So imagine how many kills did happen or did occur. And this includes Ayano Koji being pressured, but he managed to get away from safety. But going back to what I've said, fights are very, very active on this game on the first 3 minutes.
Yes, that is so true. I mean, this is what we do know from Malaysian teams. Like they really want to stop the jungles of their opponent. So as much as they can do, they would want to create a lineup that can actually go on the early stages of the game. Just like what we see a while ago, the Mayin versus the Ata on the Clash lane. Definitely, the Mayin needs more itemization before he can actually win team fights. But meantime, really nice creation of space coming from Ayano Koji, just to allow Wolves to actually get that free hit on taking down the first tower of the game.
Wow, I love how they scared Garo off. I mean, he was
Yeah.
forced to utilize the Spear of Purity just to hurt Ayano Koji a little bit, but it's all about the space. It's all about giving Renji the position to take down the outer tower in the bot lane. So he's enjoying the time of his life.
Definitely going to be enjoying the time of his life. Meantime, HF is actually going for that Overlord take already. They don't know about this, but one is about to pick in here quite a bit late. But there you go. They were going to go for that engage on the team fight. Actually, they're pretty divided right now, as Nakoruru will be on the other side of the map right now. But the Princess Frost will fall down onto the hands of the members of XDG right now. So as is Lamb, but there's a chase onto the Liushin as well. He will fall down into the hands of the Nakoruru. But on the other hand, we can see Garo still alive, so is the Miyin, trying to save the rest of their remaining lives in here. Look at the damage coming from the Garo and the rage as well. But will that be enough? Because there goes the killing spree again coming from Owol this time.
This is way too scary compared to their first lineup. I mean, Ayano Koji's mainstay hero. Nakoruru is just way too mobile. But if you have that Sunbin, that increases Ayano Koji's mobility, enabling him to dive and dive and dive. You know, charging with the Ano Mutsube, or probably starting off with the Mamahaha flight, goes in for the Amube Yatoro to damage them down. You know, just think of a way on how are you gonna run away from that. It's quite hard because XDG relies on mobility at this rate, together combined with the high amount of damage.
That's true, but we can see in here, the Yuhuan in here almost getting caught off guard, but he still has the ability to go for that sustain, become immune to any CCs. But for the meantime, flanking on the sides, we can see the Nakoruru flying happily, getting the burst damage. Even the smite up against the Liushin. Liushin will fall down. Looks like they want more. The Ata will try to block of Princess Frost's way, but he will fall down into the hands of the Sunbin as we see it. No towers has fallen down as yet on the side of Team XAG. But the Renji, as we see it from the bot, Mayin is gonna kill him off the map. But they're not yet even done because Mayin seems like he has to run for his life. The flight is here. No, they're not gonna be falling onto the trap. They will still instead go back to their own lives and maybe go for the Tyrant take in the bot.
Probably go for objectives because no one is gonna contest that Tyrant take. And it's all gonna be on the side of XDG. So they're winning in objectives, they're winning in fights, 4-12 score. Seems like they're eyeing towards 2 kills per minute. So that's the average that I'm seeing right now. 4-12 score, XDG can still continue their pressure towards the side of HF, but mid tower still intact. The outer tower is still there, so for the rest of the members of HF, they can still hold on to that and defend it with their lives.
Hold on dear life. Mayen will fall down. Off-time kill onto the top side in here by 3 members of XDG. Meantime, defensive move by HF right now onto the mid. They have to be very careful because flanking on the side even are the bombs being thrown by the Sunbin on the sides of the mid. But flanking already Wolves as well as the Nakoruru. But the slows coming from the Princess Frost. William will get that damage, but the kill will be secured by Emotion. They're not even done getting locked in his evolution. He needs to sustain, but that will create some space for the rest of XDG to actually take down another turret tower in the mid. Really good the damage and crowd control coming from the Sunbin as well. But there goes the backup. Oh, well, it's so low. He will fall down into the hands of the Mayin. But Shang, you have to run. You have to run for your life. And while that is happening, another one has happened on the top side as Nakoruru will fall down onto the hands of LXY.
Wow, XDG not letting go of their advantage already. And it seems like all that they need to do is to take the inner towers on all of the sides. And for HF, they need to go all out. They need to be together. But they have to make sure that Emotion and LXY can farm up safely. For LXY, I mean, it's going to be hard, but he's going to be targeted by the members of the XDG as of this rate. But for Emotion, since he's an assassin, Lamb, he has that mobility to dodge or escape potential threat or potential death being given to them by the XDG. So, how can they bounce back? I mean, fight for the buffs, fight for the objectives, pick off some good and juicy eliminations coming in from the XDG, and make sure that they're gonna win this next.
CC connecting by the Lucian, but is already not having a good life right now. But one member will fall to Lamb onto the hands of the D-Renji in here. Even an objective take coming from XDG, but flanking on the sides. Look at that slows and CC's as well. The members of HF are falling down. D-Renji will fall down. However, Shang will still pay for his life. Now it's just William all alone, flashing away. But seems like that is not enough, and that is a wipeout by Team XDG. They're definitely going to be going for the take on the towers, on the mid, and even more jungle camps and objectives.
It's cleaning up the house. So that is XDG's, that's what they're doing right now. Even with the Lamb trying to reposition them, just look at that.
Oh,
time bomb,
man.
time flux. Every time that they use that, they're not letting everyone from HF run away from their hands.
Nice try coming from Emotion. He did manage to clear off some of the minion waves. So at least that the high ground tower in the mid of HF did not fall down. So no super minions is gonna march around in the mid. But to take note, no towers has fallen down on the side of XDG yet. So there's a lot of things to work on to do by HF for this match in order for them to get some gold.
And now for them to bounce back into this game, it's quite hard because for XDG, they are playing it fast. They are dictating the tempo, and they want fast pace. And for that, it's really hard for them to catch up.
Really nice setup coming from the Ata in here, and look at this damage coming from the D-Renji as well. One member is left on the base. Emotion wasn't there. He was actually trying to do something else across the other part of the map. That was just to come back. But then again, we're talking about going up against 5 members. I think you need to back away even though you get a kill. But no, I think that was a bad decision coming from Emotion. He could have just cleared off the minion waves from the base. But to no afford 4 seconds before William goes back alive. Will this be enough? Because the Ata will be blocking the way. Really nice use of this kill. But there you go. Members of XDG is going to be focus firing on the crystal. And there you go. A 2-0 win in favor of XDG.
Seems like XDG is playing speedrun at this rate. So earlier on, we have a 15-minute game with XDG and HF. But right now, they're trying to make it much faster. So in less than 15 minutes, around 10 minutes, XDG secured that win. And how many kills, how many eliminations did they got from that fight? I mean, just look at that summary. Dealing 27 eliminations, or 27 kills right off the bat. So this is quite insane. And for Wolf dying 4 times in that fight, that means even HF is trying to dance to the tune of the XDG. They are trying to catch up with the high pace that they're setting up, but still, it's way too fast because of the Sunbin. And hoping that Sunbin can be, put back into the banned prison because of how effective and how annoying he was.
Yes, then again, we talked about even during the draft, three movement speed from the three sources of movement speed from this draft, Sunbin, Nakoruru, and as well as the U1 from the side of XDG. So definitely they can rotate all over wherever they want. And surprisingly though, Ayano Koji didn't much have that huge team fight participation as well as the D-Renji. It was mostly definitely the Sunbin as well as the U1 roaming around the map together with the Atai, going for pickoffs and all that. But then again, nice try. LXA definitely wasn't so happy about. I think he did not get any kill from that particular match. But let's take a look at the MVP of the game.
MVP from the game is definitely going to be awarded to a wall who provide a pretty good sustain from that game. 14 assists, 7 kills, and only dying once. That is Owal's main priority, and that is to provide heals while providing an insane amount of damage. Just look at the damage. 65.4k and just for like 10-11 minutes. That's way too high damage output coming in from a wall. And just look at the gold. He doesn't even reach like 10-12k, but the damage output is way too insane. For a wall, he is going to be the MVP of this second game. And for the entire XDG, it is a match point.
Definitely match point already. They just want one more. Maybe they're trying to, because from yesterday, they had to wait like 3 more games to finish, 3 long games to finish before they can play again on the second round, Team XDG. So it seems like XDG is really on a sprint right now. Seems like they want to finish this one and become the first champ. But we'll see if Team Have Fun will actually let that happen, because we do know that there is still what we call the reverse sweep. We'll have to find out. And that U1 did connect lots of his stuns. I mean, this is AoE damage we're talking about. AoE sustains, AoE heals as well, and of course, the around the an area of effect for the stuns as well. So I think Owal did utilize the U1 so well. But again, that is a team effort. I guess they pretty much capitalized on the utilities of all their heroes in their picks. So I guess a good job coming from XDG.
Now, this is what we wanted to see. From those 2 games already, how did HF take notes after that 2 straight losses? I hope that they are trying to at least figure out how are they gonna weaken the lineup of the XDG, because the way I see it, once that they got their hands on their key heroes like Nakoruru, U1, Alain, well, it's gonna be unstoppable. It's gonna be hard for them to, deal with them. But, in order for you guys to be more and more active, just make sure you scan this QR code right here. You just have to scan it and join the Clash OnAir community. So, with there, you're gonna be seeing a lot of news. You're gonna be finding players and teams, and you can join the Clash OnAir Cup Season 2 because it's gonna be announced there. What's gonna be the next one? I mean, look at this. We're almost at the end of the Season 1, and they're already looking forward for Season 2. That's insane.
Yes, this is a good, it's not just like it's a good training ground basically before you even get to that official launch in our official servers. But yeah, you get all those experience for every team's participating in here. And then again, if you're wondering as to where the battle for third is happening, it's going on off stream. Later on, we're going to show you the updated bracket before we close the stream. But then again, we have yet to finish this best of 5 match. The prize pool of this tournament is 600 Malaysian ringgit converted to Philippine peso. That is around 7,200, and in US dollars it is 127. First placer up to fourth placer will take home a share of diamonds as well as star stone for each player. So this is definitely not bad because everyone from top 4 will get a share of these prizes. Now it's just a matter of like who's the toughest, who's the strongest, and whoever becomes a champion from season 1 definitely has to be beaten out from season 2 onwards.
I'm gonna be excited on how are we gonna conclude this night. HF, will they have to do a reverse sweep in order for them to upset the entire XDG, or will the XDG say no to that? Okay, we still have the advantage. We have the wheel. We're on the lead, so we're not gonna let you take the lead. We're gonna be finishing this off. So a lot of possibilities can happen, and I am looking forward to the exciting part, and that is HF bouncing back from this game. And let's see what can they still bring in the table. What can they remove? What can they use up against XDG at this rate? Because for them, for XDG, seems like mobility, objectives, sustain is their getaway for each and every fights.
Yes, that is their formula, and it's not even a secret anymore. They have been showing that, I mean, all of their games have been streamed from start to finish, so I think it's a good way for us to learn a lot about XDG team. It's no excuse that, oh, this is the first time that we see them or getting matched up against them, but, you know, if you actually do your homework, you get to know how they play, what is their play style, what are their favorite heroes, what are their comforts. It's just so the problem is that Demon Lover has a lot of heroes in his clash lane, so like whatever you ban, he still has something. A while ago he was even choosing between Ata and Sun Tzu, so but then again, you know, it seems like 4 bans is not even enough to ban out all of the heroes of Demon Lover.
No 4 bans. I mean, even amounting to 8, I mean, they're gonna be needing to ban the entire hero pool teams, so might as well. I mean, I'm trying to be exaggerated at this rate, but of course, for them not giving the Sun Se, or probably Sun Bin actually not giving the Sun Sin, this opens room for Demon Lover's lane. So seems like they wanted to have Demon Lover to go on and set things on the front. For Elaine, he's gonna be back in action.
Definitely back in action, and I'm sure Demon Lover is loving that. No double thinking because they did not even put that to last. That's definitely going to be their last pick. But I'm happy to see Matsu being here in the Gorge again, and even seeing a Mai Shiranui landing onto the mid 2. So, but I guess this is... I'm so excited because I think we have not seen Have Fun play these heroes in the Gorge yet.
Ooh.
And a while ago, Futsu was actually banned. No, they're not going to be picking it out. Instead, they're going to be securing the Princess Frost together with the Daxiao.
I am invested. I'm invested with the Fuzi, or how do you say that again? I love the
Futsu.
Chinese accent.
Yeah, I mean, I'm practicing, you know,
Futsu. What's
like when you see as ZY, instead of say, because in Filipino we say it's Z, or in American English, right? But in Chinese, like you say it's Tsu.
Futsu.
Right? So we gotta practice on that one. Even though we're getting it wrong. Motsu. Like mozzarella. I'm just kidding. Getting hungry.
I agree.
No, but it's a good way for us to, you know,
True.
get to know and also train on our part. But yeah,
Good
here we
ears.
go again with Princess Frost.
Going back to my point, I mean, seeing Futsu being hovered by the members of the XDG, we've seen this before. I mean, Dashao, Futsu trying to go for a split push, he's capable of that. And of course, they realize that no Fuzi, no Futsu, we're gonna be banning that out. So you know how scary that attack speed monster of a Clash laner Futsu is.
Now we see why they banned out the Futsu, because they're going to be picking out the Marco Polo, so they definitely don't want that to be in the Gorge. Being hovered a while ago was the Wang Zong. There we go. Wang Zhong. Because before we were saying
Sample.
Wang Zhong, Wang Zhong. Here we go. The Wang Zhong was hovered a while ago. But yeah, I was scared of that one because he's not very mobile. I mean, they've got a Mai Shiranoe and a Byron in here, so I guess Wang Zhong is not going to be a wise decision. So I think Fang is definitely much better. I love Fang as well, actually, in the jungle, but they want to add more layer of sustainability in here. So instead, they're going to go for a Musashi jungle and putting that Fang onto the farm lane. And of course, we do know that the Fang is very good in pushing towers with his kill kit. So I think Have Fun needs to be very careful in letting the Fang go alone in the lane and go for pushes.
Jungle Yuan. Okay. Something to break the method that we're seeing currently. So, Yuan on Clash on Air Cup is being utilized as a mid hero. But this time around, since HF has that last pick advantage, and they still figuring out on who to fill out the jungle role. Okay, we go for the sustain, we go for U1. Let's make it more and more painful for them. And I am so invested on this game number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the grand finals between XDG and HF, wherein XDG needs to win one more game in order to be crowned as the Season 1 champions of the Clash on Air Cup. And as for HF, well, they have to win 3 straight games after this in order for them to make an upset.
Yes, that is so true. I think though, with the lineup of Marco Polo on the side of HF, they need to make sure that there's no CCs coming from either OWAL or even the Date here with the silence too. So let's see how they're going to be executing this one. But yeah, as usual, we see the mid laners trying to clear off the minion waves in the mid just very fast so they can back up from the other lanes, or maybe even secure a first blood, super low on HP. Oh, gonna get launched from Frozen! First blood in favor of XDG, brought to you by Easy on Air, and that was a nice poke and kills.
Wow, Leaping Koi Tide did the job, and with that good amount of combination coming in from Da Chao and Orwell's Wang Xiaojun, when they have been dominating the engagements at mid. The harassment is quite high at the mid lane. This gives room for them to secure that first blood.
Yeah, I mean, you're dealing with a Princess Frost in the mid. You have to have good side steps. As a Mai Shiranoe, it's you're mobile too, right? So at least maybe something was just like wrong in there on how they actually played out. Or maybe a misclick on the skills, but then again, you don't want to get hit by the stuns and CCs coming from the Princess Frost as well. But we'll see how this one go. Anyway, that was just like first blood. Pretty sure there's still a lot of ways to catch up in terms of gold. Going for the invades into the jungle, take advantage of whatever potential lead that they still can catch up within 4-minute game time.
Well, this is going to be crucial because of that first blood advantage, things can snowball. Things can go in their favor, and probably XDG will be having a good early game. And for HF, for Have Fun, they wanted to stop that momentum that is slowly building. I mean, for XDG, they need that. They need to have a fresh start. They need to make sure that they're ahead when it comes to the number of objectives, to the levels that they have, and of course the wave clearing, and that is going to be their key to victory. So still mobility heroes can be seen towards the side of XDG, and let's see if ever that we're going to be seeing how they are going to be utilizing that. But with Yuhan on the other side, sustains are there, so I hope that they manage to use that right.
Yes, for sure. We'll basically just definitely have to see the execution of these teams. But let's go back into the game. Let's see what is going to happen in next. This time we see a super low Princess Frost this time. Maybe it was like the bully coming from Evolution as well with the Matsu. So, and I love the jungle invades that HF this time is actually doing.
Jungle invades. They need to make sure that Ayano Koji is not gonna farm up. So with him getting the Crimson and the Azure buff, he's gonna be walking away too painful. If he tries to roam around the map, he's gonna be effective. But for Demon Lover, I hope that he's expecting this.
We can see a lot of members from the side of HF right now up top. Super low on HP, Demon Slayer, but for sure, ooh, look at that stun, it will connect. But there goes the backup coming from Ayano in here, clearing off the minion waves, shove it away to members of HF, and they will be successful.
And now for the next set of phase that we were seeing, I mean, they're trying to open up space in the farm lane, taking down the outer tower, not giving room for them.
Oh, look at that, getting frozen to bits with the damage. Blade Storm coming from Wolves, even dealing a lot of damage coming from the tower as well, and even utilizing the lovely kit of this Datiao.
I mean, okay, for have fun, I mean, XDG says that, okay, you can go pressure Demon Lover all you want, but we're going to be doing the same thing at the bottom lane. We're going to be winning the farm lane because of the Dachao providing a good amount of teleportation towards his teammates. He is clearly dictating the pace on this early game, and Evolution doesn't know this.
There goes the CCs and silence as well, but they're gonna be not fully committing on that one. At least just a poke here and there up against Evolution. Now, though, it is a 3-0 score. I think for HF, they need to really find a more sure clash or gank that they want to go on, or maybe just go for counter objectives for now. But there is a rotation going up top for members from the side of HF. Are they gonna go for this invade right now? Ayano in here, trying to back away, but there goes William, actually fully committing in, has to back away a little bit, stun. Will it connect coming from the U1? But the members of XDG will be able to back away. But on the other part of the map, something is happening as well, because LXY is actually super low on HP, forced to back away while the pressure is still on up against XDG up top in here, and maybe even a chance on going for a push. But there goes the clearing of minion waves coming from XDG members. Ult has been popped by the lane in here, but will this be enough? Smice has been used, back up incoming as well from the Dacia, with the rest of the members are being called in here, but one member will that exchange actually, as Yuan will fall down. But no, make it 2, because Byron will fall down too, and there goes 4 members of HF falling down up top.
Wow, that is a full commitment towards the clash lane. So for HF and XDG fighting it all out with everything that they've got, it seems like no one wants to back out. And now they have to walk away, getting the outer tower in the clash lane. So this gives much more room for opportunities for XDG to snowball. But you've seen the crowd controls coming in from Evolution and William, so we might as well respect that as well.
Oh, look at the space being created by the Princess Frost in here. Marco Polo trying to go on a fever barrage. Is this enough? Low members to the side of Team XDG right now. Looks like this is the opportunity that they have been waiting for. But look at that Demon Slayer, so much sustain. Even killing some members of the side of HF, and more kills, forcing the members of HF this time to back away. What a commitment by Demon Lover in here, trying to stop HF from actually pushing the mid.
I mean, even Emotion trying to deal a lot of damage in that fight, but we can see how painful their lineup was. Dachao, Demon Lover, and of course Wolves coming just in time to at least add some flavor into that team fight. And crowd controls after crowd controls will be committed here. Evolution, William working hand in hand to make sure that no one's gonna get away.
Joe, one member inside of XAG about to fall down. Is this the last hit that Evolution is actually looking for? But the movement speed is up there. The shield as well. Oh, there you go. Nice backup and support coming from the Dacia. But meantime, on the top side, we can see Demon Slayer, Demon Lover trying to back away, saving his life. Ayana in the bush, hiding. It will connect. Will it be? Actually, the back. Oh, yeah. A lane will actually die in the process, quite unfortunately. So this is a 1v2 situation. Let's see what the Musashi can actually do in order to save his life. Though the 3 members actually came in, looks like this is gonna be like a punishment for the Musashi from actually going all in from that fight.
See, like, speaking of all in, It seems like they're not letting go even at mid lane. I've seen a lot of attempt. Demon Lover trying to lure the members of the HF towards them. I mean, having Ayano Koji set up the brush and at the same time failing that gank or that engagement, a surprise attempt for them to eliminate, but hold the thought.
Really nice attempt from William. No, it's not even an attempt. Really nice skill coming from William, but still he will fall down as well in the process. Meanwhile, while that action was happening at the jungle camp of Team HF, we saw how Shang actually did manage to go for a nice clearing of wave up top, but for Demon Lover, he saw that happening, so he will manage to stop the push onto the inner tower on top. Meantime, the rest of the members of SCG actually onto the mid right now, trying to go for a push on the tower, but to no afford because it will be cleared off by the members of HF with the help of Matsu as well as the Marco Polo and Byron as well together in that effort. So everyone's just going to be backing away and find another moment where they can go on a full-on team fight.
Well, Mai and Motzi, they are now trying to barge towards the mid lane. Ooh, sidestep coming in from a wall, dodging that bullet or probably that energy burst coming in from the Motsu. Again, connecting towards one, but Elaine is starting the fight.
Here we go. Being untargetable right now is the Yohuan, but to no afford because he will be executed by the Elaine. And while that was happening, well, there is a good push coming from the Fang on the bottom lane part of the map. Will he be called anytime soon? But no, they will not because the ultimate is not available from the Daxiao in here. Fang will just be able to roll away from a potential death in here. Gonna be saved off by the rest of the members. So much sustain being provided by the Daxiao as well. Killing spree from the Demon Lover in here. Everyone's gonna go all in. Double kill even. Not enough damage coming from Evolution in here. They're gonna go for the tower take in the bot side. Look at that! It's just basically frontlining and just committing onto the damage. He will fall down into the process because it was way too much already. But then the backup coming from the rest of the members of XDG are in here. Now, a lot of turrets haven't fallen down. Evolution is all alone in here. Will they be able to go for a defensive play in here? Do take note that there is one more Shadow Vanguard in here in the bot. And then now, is this a reset now? They're still fully committing in here. The members, actually the dragons are here in the bot. One more kill, Fang said. But at the same time, in the process, they will be focus firing on the crystal. And there we go. Our champion for the season 1 of Clash on Air Cup, XDG from Malaysia.
Congratulations, XDG. They managed to win 3 straight games. And of course, they have the right now to be called as the Season 1 champions of the Clash on Air Cup. They did show their perseverance. They did show how hungry they are when it comes to winning this Season 1 of the Clash on Air Cup. So we might as well respect XDG at this rate, and they will be immortalized. They will be known forever in the history books as the Clash on Air Cup Season 1 champions. So congratulations, well fought match. And for HF, they did not reach this level for a reason. They reached the finals because they had what it takes. But unfortunately, XDG was the better team, but for HF, well played, and they did whatever it could to at least take down XDG.
Interesting that it's our day 2 where we're seeing the clean sweeps from the teams and from the series that we have for today. But then again, look at that 3-0-15 score coming from the Dacia. Really well played. And I guess they effectively made use of their composition because we've seen, although there's not much kills coming from Wolves on the Fang, it's fine because his job mainly is to go for tower pushes and the rest of the members just creating that space to actually go for the team fight. So it is like a 4-1 setup coming from XDG. Quite unfortunate, LXY wasn't so happy with what has happened. He only had 42% participation in here, the Marco Polo, so he wasn't able to get the farm that he need. And again, whenever he tries to go on the team fight, gonna go in for the Fevered Barrage, you know, the CCs, it's just a lot to handle. yes, there was no Futsu, which they have banned a while ago, but we're talking about the stuns and CCs that might come out from the Daxiao as well as the Princess Frost. So it was a pretty hard setup from the Marco Polo.
Well, that is indeed our grand finals, and we all know. We all know the best mix that we can see on this tournament, and of course, the heroes that they utilize here will be remembered forever. And for the efforts of Juicy Yumao as the Dachao, as the playmaker for this game number 3, 15 assists, 3 kills, and not even dying a single time, with a damage amounting to 37k. But she or he provides a good amount of support towards his team, leading them to a victory, leading them for a trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, Juicy Yumao is your MVP. So, congratulations, Juicy Yumao. You did it for your team.
Congratulations indeed. And again, congratulations to the whole XDG team from Malaysia. They are the very first champion here in the Clash OnAir Cup. This is just season 1, and I'm pretty sure a lot of teams now are eyeing for you guys, not just on tournaments but maybe on screens as well. I did have actually news that Boom Esports, which is actually one of the teams that we have, really are interested. Actually, they have been screaming up against XDG teams, so no wonder they're picking up on some excellent skills in terms of going for a really competitive play. So yeah, it's a good community, it's a good competitive scene that we have right now in Honor of Kings, even without the official launch yet.
And that is our final bracket. Extraction, on the other hand, they have won the battle for third. And for them, being third place, congratulations. But for the Acer Highness, okay, not bad, because they still make the top 4. They're still gonna be having their fair share of the prize pool. But for XDG, actually marching towards the grand finals untouched, or probably they lost one time, and that is we've witnessed this from Death. Actually, that deciding moment that they almost won that fight, and then Death pulled some sneaky mid push to end that. So XDG, they might be winning that finals, but seems like Depp managed to at least cleverly made an upset towards the XDG. But still, for XDG to manage to at least get some 3-0 victory, they deserve that trophy, and they deserve that recognition as the Season 1 champions of the Clash OnAir Cup. But for HF, ending in second place, well, congratulations as well, because making it to the grand finals, they need to put a lot of work. And for that work to pay off, it was well received. And history in the making, ladies and gentlemen. Glad that you're with us into this history in the making. So, having to see that bracket, come on, let's start the Season 2 right now.
Yes, that's true, and it is going to go up anytime soon, so make sure you scan the QR code down below in order for you to join our Discord and be on top of the news as to when Season 2 is going to happen. And at the same time, connect with fellow Honor of Kings players, connect with us. You can find your screenmates in there, or maybe you want to look for players or teams. You want to form your own team in preparation for Season 2. So I think that is the right place for you to connect with other fellow Southeast Asian Honor of Kings community members. So yeah, that was an amazing tournament. That was an amazing feat and showing of different usage of skills and heroes, even with after the patch ongoing earlier today, wherein me and VinZG has yet to install in our mobile devices. So yeah, I had fun. Overall in Clash OnAir. I guess before we close this one, we're gonna close this with I don't know, VinZG, if you want to do shout outs or call outs to anyone, maybe invite our viewers to your socials as well.
Okay, since this is the final time, or this is the last moment for Season 1, might as well invite you guys to at least follow our socials: VinceG, Kaisaya, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, X, or probably Twitter. It's the right term for it. So follow our socials, ladies and gentlemen, to be updated on what do we do or what are we going to do next. But if you wanted to follow this community, make sure that you've scanned the QR code earlier, Clash on Air. So make sure that you're in the community to have an update on when the season 2 is gonna happen. But for now, I think that is it, Isaiah. I mean, you want to plug in your socials as well?
You said it already, so I guess just follow us, BZG and Kaisaya. So that's it. Don't follow Clash on Air as well as Easy on Air. But for the meantime, we're gonna bid you good night and see you guys in the next tournament. Kaisaya and BZG signing out. Good night.
Night.
Imagine you can elevate your virtual event with this. What about this? And this. Hi, I'm Frigo from Easy On Air, your virtual live savior. In Easy On Air, we aim to help 1,000 MNC to maximize the live streaming experience, deliver high quality content, and unforgettable digital event to their audience. Have you ever had chaotic moments during your virtual event due to technical issues like slow internet connections, low audio and video quality, and you end up with bad reputation and cannot hit your sales target? What can you do with Easy On Air to avoid the problems I mentioned? Number one, you can have 100% customizable solutions for delivering exceptional live streaming experience. Number two, provide flawless virtual event flow. And number three,